Oh, the snake jazz. The snake jazz. We are ready. Let's do this.
Alrighty then.
Distant nerding.
Hey!
How are we all wearing glasses?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned into that time this week. It's Distance Nerding.
Part of the Comic-Con Radio podcast family.
Oh, yes, it's a thing. She's Frey Girl.
Oh my god. Like, it's so awesome that we're part of a family now. And he is Force.
That hotness is young Phil.
I'm not hot at all. And that right there, the beautiful man to my right
So beautiful.
is the Jamez 5000.
And we're here to
The
Nerd together.
Nerd together.
We're talking about anything pop culture, movies, food, music, wrestling, whatever you're nerding out on. We want to talk about it.
Now, guys, you know where you got to find us on the Instagram, on the Facebook, on the Twitter, on the Twitch, YouTube, and the Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And guys, don't forget, you can write us an email and we will read it on the show. And that email is distancenerding@AOL.com. Yes, that is a thing. It is real. It's not fake. I promise you, distancenerding@AOL.com. Yes.
Ever since James mentioned the T and the A, I cannot unsee it.
You cannot
It's
unsee
two different words. Now, on deck tonight, we have the Geek End Update.
Oh, it's Comic-Con Radio. That's right.
Lights, camera, reaction.
Ghosts, turtles, gators? Are we in Florida? Man.
I mean, technically, one of us is.
See what I did there?
For
Florida.
2 weeks in a row, we
Man.
might be starting rumors.
Ruh-roh. There's a mystery at Warner Brothers Discovery.
Is that the best Scooby you got?
It is.
Son of a...
I've got something
The
not on the
show
outline.
just started.
There's going to be a Peppa Pig theme
Oh,
park
snap.
in
All right.
Texas.
Also, we have the download.
There's a new Hellboy in town. From
The
hell.
break. Wait, what is this? We have the breakdown.
What?
Mando is back, and so is the breakdown. That is right.
Oh, yes. But before we get into all of that,
I think it should
Of
be called
course.
the Mando.
let me get a shout out.
Shout out to Poddex. Poddex are amazing. In fact, this episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview question episodes, starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster, an existing broadcaster, looking to grow your audience, get more engagement, just like our boys over at They Mostly Pod Out. I know they just got some Poddex. I'm so excited to see what they have in store for that.
Mostly.
Go check it out. Poddex.com. Use code nerding10 for 10% off. Get those pod decks. It's good off the decks. It's good off the merch, like the shirts that Philippe likes to wear, or the hats, or the coffee mugs. It's awesome. Headphones? Maybe it's headphones. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, headphones.
We also want to give a shout out to Dubby. Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, sugar, fillers, artificial colors, dyes, and it's keto friendly. What makes Dubby different from other gaming supplements is that it's one of the few drinks that contains Neurofactor, a nootropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. You can also use the code stand aside, it's my turn. Use the code nerding10 for 10% off at checkout. Back to you, young man. Thank you, master.
Damn it, Roshi.
Every time you're going to have to get used to it. By the way, I forgot to do this earlier, but I'll do it now. And when I say, hey there, Frey girl, how's it hanging?
Oh, jeez.
What?
And no reaction at all. which is how it should be in all reality. Anytime Master Roshi is talking to any woman, they should ignore him. So
Seriously. He didn't use the right voice. You got to do it like this. Hey there, Frey girl.
Well, hi. How are you?
So
Okay.
good.
I'm uncomfortable now.
very
As
very
you
uncomfortable.
should be. But you don't want to know why you should be uncomfortable? Because
Why?
you're not wearing the black distance nerding hat.
I for some reason I'm just a very awkward boner, and I don't know why. Just
Okay, come on. Let's focus, people. Let's focus.
Yes.
You got
Okay.
this.
Young Phil,
yes.
what Dubby are you mixing tonight?
That's a good question. I'm gonna let you guys pick the flavors. I'm gonna go with 2. So guys, give me your combination of flavors.
James,
What
it
do
is
you-
your turn, my friend, to bring out the combination.
Do the strawberry banana one. Do you have that hydration one?
So I'm out of that one. Actually, I have to order more. But
Okay, do the grenade one. The Galaxy grenade and pickle juice.
I don't have pickle juice. It's not gonna happen.
I will Amazon DoorDash you some as we
You will not. What other flavor are we gonna go with here?
speak.
Do you have a grape? Is there a grape flavor?
There is not at the moment.
Okay, fruit punch.
Okay.
Fruit punch is like a good, like solid, like base.
Agreed.
That's
any
like
of
my
them.
favorite
Yeah.
flavor. So I mean, I'll
Yeah.
go with that one all day.
Wait, first before you lick your fingers, say the Geekend update thing.
All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Geek
Still going?
Update.
Update.
Wow, that had some hella energy on it. So
That did,
while
yeah.
young Phil is mixing his Dubby flavors, I'm happy to announce that Distance Nerding and Comic-Con Radio collab. It's here! Woo! Beer, 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 beer. So, like we said last week, we
The
are super
bad
excited.
collab.
For real. We are super excited to be partnering with Comic-Con Radio to bring Distance Nerding to more nerds around the globe. You can now listen to Distance Nerding and our second show, Comic Conversation, via comiccon-radio.com. Shout out to our new friends and Comic-Con Radio family, Geek Saga, Behind the Mask, Cosmic Comic Nation, and soon to be joining the Comics Podcast and podcast that may rise from the grave. You never know. Look for all these shows, the Distance Nerding podcast, even this episode, and a new comic conversation each week. Find both our shows at comiccon-radio.com/podcasts. Someone pop that in the chat.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, not to derail what we're gonna do, but we announced that I guess before Grave was ready to actually announce it. So when we talked
That
about
was so my fault. I'm so sorry about that.
we talked about it on the show on Thursday, and
That
Grave
was
goes,
funny.
"Well, I wasn't ready to announce that yet, but yeah."
I betrayed the beard. I feel so bad.
No, that was my fault. I took insider knowledge and posted it and put it in our chat.
You're
so
not
don't worry
supposed to, you're not supposed to do inside baseball, man. The hell?
No, it's
Well,
called a scoop.
about it. Right.
Oh, just like
We
the
got
scoop
a
of Dubby
scoop.
he put in his.
Oh,
Mason
nice,
jar.
nice segue.
So
A scoop.
Distance Nerding has officially started a revolution, like AEW. Young April was just there for the popcorn.
Young April.
Shout out to our friends at Lucharillas, kind enough to send
Don't
Young
Phil.
Phil to the AEW pay-per-view. My God, man, you're gonna have such a phenomenal time.
So I went
Yeah,
on
he already
Sunday.
went.
I already went,
Oh, you already
And
went.
and it was
I thought that was next week.
no. Did you not see the Instagram, dude? There's like 1,000 posts from it on Instagram.
This is what's confusing. It was 2 weeks ago. Then it was the pay per view this weekend, and then this today it's in Sacramento, so it's like
Tomorrow's
on this tour.
tomorrow's
In
Tomorrow's
my
see, I'm screwed
defense, I've been getting my ass kicked at work, and plus I'm getting ready for my Philadelphia trip. So it's like, yeah.
All good.
So apparently James had Bird on the mind because for some reason he put Young April through everything.
I miss Bird.
There's the word.
Do you miss Bird?
Young April.
Young
Shout
April.
out Young April.
Shout out to Young April. Shout out to Bird because we miss Bird.
We haven't seen a bird in forever.
Bird is the word. I said the bird. Sorry.
Young Phil, how was AEW Revolution? Shout out to Lucharillas.
Oh my God, AEW Revolution. We did a recap show last night. If you guys weren't paying attention to everything that was going on, we went live, collaborated with Triggered Wrestling Podcast.
Shout out to Triggered. That's really
right.
cool.
Triggered
Yeah,
Wrestling
that is cool.
Podcast came on, and then of course our buddy Fred Jackson, the Gotham guy, was on the show last night, and we talked the entire card. We talked what we felt about like the storylines, the entire show itself, and then leading up to predictions. And if you guys want to catch that, it is live on YouTube and Twitch right now on both of those channels at Distance Learning. And it will be in our RSS feed as a bonus episode as well. So I'll be putting that up shortly here.
Yeah.
Well
Golf clap
done.
for that.
Real quick, you don't have to go into it because I know you covered everything on the 2-hour plus bonus episode, but give us a quick rating of AEW Revolution.
And
Oh.
it better be good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it better be a worthy rating system.
Oh no, like I said, I gave it overall for the show because there was one match that kind of wasn't the greatest for me, but I mean, like overall for the entire show, I did call this the best wrestling pay-per-view event of the year. I don't think
Wow.
that anything's going to top it. I don't even feel like
Wow.
WrestleMania is going to come close. And part of that reason is because Vince is back and he's got his hands in everything. But aside from that, my rating on it is, and yeah, James is, I'm rocking.
Oh, look at that.
I'm rocking my Bullet Club shirt because I did get to see the Elite wrestle on Sunday, and that was awesome. But
I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah.
I'm not a wrestle fan, so
I give this show 9 barbed wire tables
Okay.
out of 10 pools of MJF's blood all over the place.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness.
that is that's a worthy rating system.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there. That's very worthy.
I did
That's-
hear it was very bloody. Like
Very.
the Moxley Hangman match, like people were like
God.
looking away, like I can't handle this.
So again, shout outs to Lucharillas. Eric's wife could not, like, she was cringing so much she couldn't continue watching that match. Like she had to like shield her face because of just how just kind of cringy it started getting. Like it's just pile drivers through barbed wire. There was like I said, barbed wire wrapped tables. Hangman wrapped his whole torso in barbed wire and did a high risk maneuver with it on. Like it was bad. Like they were, I mean, I called it the sex nails because they like scratched each other on the back. And
Sex nail.
yeah, I mean,
That's a good band name.
yeah, I know, right? So the sex nails.
like sex bomb, but
That's-
worse.
We are Sex Bomb, and we're here to make you feel sad about stuff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, but yeah, it just overall as a show, it was amazing. So I mean, if you guys are wrestling fans at all, or if you want to find a place to get into wrestling, or you just want to watch a good show and you're not going to cringe at blood because there was a lot of blood through the entire show, definitely go watch AEW Revolution. It was easily one of the best shows, some of the best wrestling that I've seen in a long time. So
Sounds Foley worthy.
Yeah.
So before we get into what we're gonna get into, I want to divert for like 2 minutes. Can I have 2 minutes?
go
I
go.
want to say, first of all, I'm really happy that my hair is doing the things that it's doing today. Then it's not curly.
It's quite party.
It's like kind of wavy, but it's got this like more, I don't know. It just seems more well kept. I did nothing extra to it, but it's just decided to work with me today. So
I have
just
two.
putting that out.
I've got 2 questions for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Who saw Saturday Night? And you know what I'm talking about. Who saw it? Who watched it?
The Saturday Night Live.
No.
Oh.
No. Who watched Chris Rock live on
Oh
Netflix?
yes,
No.
I watched it. I watched it.
No.
Yes, I watched
James, did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, Phil, I want your rating. I want your rating for this.
I heard
I-
Jerry
I-
Seinfeld seemed
I've-
like the most reasonable person in the room. That's
I've
the only
got-
thing
I've-
I've heard about it.
I've got a rating. Yeah, well, I've seen it twice now. So, Phil, give me your thoughts real quick. Give me your thoughts about it.
as much as there's a lot of hate going online about it and everything like that, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
As far as ratings go, just because he was bold enough to talk about things that you didn't think he was going to get into, like the comedy in itself was good, right? There's like a lot of good comedy, but once he, like, the last 20 minutes, he finally starts talking about what everybody was waiting for him to talk about.
Plus 7 minutes.
That was the last. Okay, so like the last 7 minutes, he finally
Yeah.
talked about what everybody was waiting for him to talk about. He went on a rant about Will Smith, and I felt like it was deserving, even though he mentioned a couple times like Will Smith's gonna beat the crap out of me for all this, but I don't care, and he kind of just
I mean,
went
he
off
kind of
on,
already did beat the crap out of him once.
Yeah, he's-
It's not like it's not gonna
hard.
be a thing.
So
But
if
I
you
mean,
were to
like-
give it a something out of something, what would it be?
I'll give it a solid 8. I'll give
Yeah.
it 8 over the top regular Chris Rock jokes about his daughter.
Yeah.
8 Will Smith slaps to 10. What do you want, a cookie?
What do you want, a cookie? Out of 10, just kind of deserving underhanded low blows to Will Smith.
So honestly, I thought the comedy leading up to the last 7 minutes was really lackluster in comparison to his previous shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go years in the past, but I will say that for what this was supposed to be, I was expecting more. I was expecting more enthusiasm. I wasn't expecting him to repeat himself as many times as he did.
Well, he does that though. I'm
He does it.
I'm used to
I've
Chris
seen
Rock
it in his
repeating
other-
himself 1,000
Yeah.
times.
I thought the jokes were for the subject matter when they're talking about woke culture and everything. I expected a little more. He was kind of attacking what is now pretty much considered a very old subject, and he kind of beat the dead horse way into the ground.
Mhm.
The last 7 minutes I thought was gold. I really thought it was gold. I didn't think it was underhanded. I didn't think it was comedy. It was roasting. It was a year in prep. I mean, 7 minutes was a whole year in prep, and I think he handled it tremendously. I really do. I will give overall a 7 Smith slaps out of out of 10 black presidents.
For those of you joining us
Wow.
right now, he's talking about a comedy special and not what he does at night.
Spanking himself,
Which
to-
is what
Okay,
potting out mostly.
potting at night mostly.
Whatever you want to call it.
They mostly pot at night. Mostly.
Shout out to Graveyard because we love that beautiful beard so much.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys see the short
All right, moving on.
with his beard getting just longer? Oh my god, that's
He has
hilarious.
a short with his beard getting longer.
Yeah,
The-
Mezzo
Mezzo.
posted it. Yeah,
Mezzo.
post and she like engineered the beard to just keep getting longer and
Yeah.
longer as it goes.
It was
It's
like a
hilarious.
toilet paper roll that just wouldn't end.
That
Yeah.
sounds pretty
If you
funny.
guys want to see it, Kyber Cave, it's on our YouTube. Go to the shorts and pull it up, and it's there. It's hilarious. It's like maybe 60-second long, if that. So it's really not.
Funny.
Yeah.
It's
So-
funny.
Last joke before we move on.
They mostly
Odd.
at night. Mostly.
All right, there we go.
The time it took you to make that was also spectacular.
Yes.
They
Yes.
mostly at night. Mostly.
Yes, Queen.
Eric, you have been summoned.
All right. Well, guys, let's get into the meat of the show here. We've got some trailer reactions going on. Guys, it's time for
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Except
Shut
us,
up.
because we're gonna talk through the whole thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Lucia Rillis in the chat, by the way.
Another
Yay.
shout out. We're just gonna shout him out the entire show for being amazing.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Schmigadoon.
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 So
I saw like a couple episodes of the first season and then didn't get back to it. So this is gonna be interesting.
I love Schmigadoon so much. James actually is the one that got me on Schmigadoon, and it is
Really,
an amazing TV show. Like you need to continue watching it because
I
it's-
know. I think it just happened in a time where I was like not into it at the. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's me. I have my cyclical times. So
right.
It's a fun show. I like it.
it
It's a
looks
nice one to
fun.
binge.
Okay, well then, yeah, we'll just sit down and binge it this weekend.
Exactly. So again, just the quick question that I have. Obviously, Frey said that she's not through the first season. Forrest, have you watched Schmigadoon at all?
I do not have Apple TV.
Gotcha. And then I know me and James have both watched it because James is the one that watched it and told me to watch it. So
Mhm.
I'm anti-Apple. So
And you actually did something James asked you to do, and so I'm very proud of both of you.
Yeah.
I'm
every,
proud.
every now and then I will if it's a show that seems like it's that funny, you know. And the
If
fact
it's a
that
show
they're
that you were gonna watch anyway.
they, they,
Oh.
they make fun of musicals a lot, and I love it. Like the first one they're making fun of Oklahoma. Apparently this one they're making fun of Chicago. So
That was cool.
let's
And I mean, the Schmigadoon is based off of Brigadoon, so that's
so yeah.
Mhm.
that's another one.
Yeah, if you like musicals, you'll enjoy the comedy of it. It's good.
I do, and I loved it. It just was one of those things where we had other things to watch, I think, and I was trying to.
that
catch us
sounds
up
like
on it.
excuses, Frey, but let's watch
You
the
know
trailer
what?
anyway.
Do you live my life, James? Because let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. Listen, your hair's fabulous. Let's watch the trailer.
All right, let's watch this.
That's the foot.
Okay, so they're pregnant
What's
apparently.
wrong?
That's the foot. Feels like we should be happier.
Any pain?
I wonder
Oh, that's
if
right.
you
Okay, no, so I remember he's a doctor, right?
Yeah, they both work at the
people,
hospital.
bright
That's right.
colors.
I wonder if she's pregnant or if it's like
Where are you?
okay, so they're looking for Schmigadoon this time.
Never return.
Oh, like Soul Cycle.
That's a good joke.
Chicago?
Chicago.
Chicago. That's all.
Welcome to Chicago.
Yes.
Oh God.
This is very different.
Oh, the bridge. They walked over the
Into
bridge.
city of Chicago. Who is he talking to?
At one point, a lot of musicals had narrators. Sorry, go ahead.
Really? Do I have your permission?
Clearly, we're in the next era of musicals here.
Okay, so I do like that they're like how self-aware it is, right? Because they know where they are.
It's like weirdly breaking a fourth wall somehow.
Right.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
How are we supposed to make a happy ending here? These musicals don't have happy endings.
Like someone needs a lesson in the power
Okay.
of happiness. Who wants to get naked?
Okay, so hold
Oh
on.
my
They're
God,
like-
that's
Yeah.
Once
hair.
I've worked
That was
my
hair.
magic, no jury
You
will
can
ever
pause it if you
forgive
want.
me, even if he kills
okay,
again.
yeah, I mean, if you want me to pause it right here just to get
If
comment in.
that was hair. They were doing something out of it.
Yeah,
That was like Age of Aquarius here. Like
exactly.
you
Exactly.
guys you haven't even seen the untapped musical knowledge I have.
They tend to do that. Like again, the first season was mostly supposed to be Chicago, or I'm sorry,
Mostly.
Oklahoma. But I mean, like the whole idea is they kind of jump through musicals within that era. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they probably did State Fair. They
Mm-hmm.
probably did Brigadoon, because that's what the name's based on. That's how you get places. You go over the bridge. It's Brigadoon. There's a lot. There are a lot of those. Yeah.
You should watch this show tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like,
It's-
maybe I should.
It's completely up your alley. I'm telling you, right? Especially
Yeah.
if you're a musical nerd. Like if you really are a musical nerd. Like I'm not really a nerd for musicals, but I enjoy them when I watch them. So I mean, like
I just I've watched a lot of movies,
Mhm.
and I started with the movies from the 20s and went all the way up to today. So I've seen a lot.
yeah,
lot.
yeah. And I'm sure like season 3 they'll do like, golden age of Hollywood, and we'll get like Singing in the Rain and stuff like that.
It would be
Oh,
great
yeah.
if they do chorus line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's continue here.
Do it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, look, the production value is also really good. You know what I mean?
It's like, what's going on with my hair? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
A lot of
love
the same
that.
cast.
That's cool.
It is a lot of the same cast from season 1. So I'm not short right there.
Sounds like another wild night in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks so cool.
and that's like I said, the whole thing is like you.
You need my help to answer that question?
No, thank you.
Oh, that's good.
There you go. Exactly right there. Catch up on season 1. And what was the date on that, James? Is it season 2 when?
April 5th.
April 5th.
Oh, yeah,
So that's
I
not
can
too
do
far
that.
away.
Yeah, I got to do it before the start of Ted Lasso.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I gotta, because I really love Lasso. I'm a Lasso head. I love me.
Oh,
some
I
Ted
love
Lasso.
Ted Lasso. I can't wait for season 3. It's going to be so
I
good.
just want to know when Roy Kent will say fuck and how many times he's gonna say it and in what context.
It's funny when I saw Love and Thunder, when the post credit scene happened, like
Yeah.
in the middle of the theater, I got excited because he shows up and I go, he's here, he's there, he's every fucking way. It's Roy Kent.
I was more the what? And then I went, what the fuck?
What?
Aaron Watson, again, the man who our OnlyFans is based on. Just pictures of. If you guys go to OnlyFans / Distance Nerding, it's just pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals. But yeah, he says, Cicely Strong, my schmigadoon.
Oh goodness gracious!
Double A always coming with the jokes.
Oh
Very
yeah.
good.
I have an idea for a new
Hey,
bracket.
Ron, I think somebody might have a problem with that.
Which is funny that we're making AA Ron jokes and we just watched something with Keegan Michael Key. Eric just said he's got an idea: best family sitcom theme songs from the 80s and the 90s. Let's make sure that the Beard knows about this one because that's
Right.
actually a really good idea.
Oh, he should be called the Beard Turn, like the
Beard
intern.
turn, the
like
intern and the Beard turn.
Yeah, the Beard Turn. Although it does sound a little like turd, so yeah, let's just scratch that. We're not doing that now.
The interbeard. I don't know. All right, let's move on to the next trailer here. If it'll let me. Come on.
What?
Go. Yes. Go.
What?
There it goes.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, Haunted Mansion.
Oh my god, I love this Eddie Murphy movie. I'm kidding. I'm so
God
kidding.
no. God no. Okay,
So kidding.
so what I do know is the vibes from kind of seeing like small teasers of the teaser.
Mhm.
The vibe of this is very horror. And
So like the amuse bouche of the teaser trailers.
right. And and kind of that's something that kind of excites me about this. I don't want it to be like a campy kids thing the way that the first movie was, because it just did not respect the idea of the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah,
the
this one
first time
this one
I-
honors
okay.
the ride itself.
Right.
I was gonna
Like,
say
there's
the
so
first
many
time,
callbacks to the ride.
first time I rode the ride, I mean, I was like, whoa, and then like the 100th time, I was like, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
But, the first time you go through it, you want those jump scares. You want that like, what the heck is this thing? I have no idea.
Absolutely. So let's get into this now, guys. We got the Haunted Mansion trailer. Hopefully this doesn't disappoint.
Okay, music, I like it.
I wonder what Grave thinks of this.
Warm as I'd hoped,
Does he even care? He's like, nope. Too
but
comedy.
I'm going to light a vanilla candle, and it's going to be a game changer.
Hey.
Wait,
Rosario.
is that Rosario Dawson?
Yeah.
I didn't know she was in this.
That
Oh.
felt very Ghostbusters to me.
Yeah.
She
Oh, and the
needs
green. I like
all
the
help she
green.
can get. You want to be a hero?
Owen Wilson. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And just noticing the way that the ghosts look, it looks scary. That's what I want.
And it looks like they're doing some callbacks to like Owen Wilson. He's a priest, so that could be like Exorcist, like.
Yeah, totally.
They
Yeah.
mentioned that in the announcement that he was playing a priest, so that was one of the initial reactions to the Exorcist thing.
But like you see, like they've got like we said Ghostbusters, now we said Exorcist, so they're taken from classic horror stuff. Oh, and DeVito.
And DeVito's in this.
I feel like it's making fun of itself too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I loved how they have the windows disappeared.
Oh my god.
Like there's like poltergeist elements.
Oh, the stretching room.
Oh yeah.
Be careful. Death lurks around every corner.
Other more powerful entities may come through.
Not on our watch. What are you gonna do? Seriously.
He's just gonna like kill the ghosts.
They're gonna be deader.
They're gonna be
They're
deader.
gonna be dead.
I mean, Owen Wilson is killing it on Disney properties right now, but I mean, like, it looks so good for what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it just,
It's hard to transition from being like main heartthrobby movies to quirky movies. I mean, he's always rode that line because he's done a lot of quirky movies.
Wow.
But so, and I think maybe him being in Loki revitalized his comedy career, and so that they're seeing that now, and he's getting in more things that he may not have been in before.
right, because you know he was crashing weddings and then try to do serious things, and I mean, you know, he did well with that, but I mean, we just kind of missed him in comedy, and it's good that he's coming back to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the whole rom-com thing, and it's just like, no, do like true comedy stuff, because like, and I guess because Luke was doing it. Luke was doing the romantic comedies. They thought, oh well, Owen is his brother. Let's just put him in romantic comedies too.
Yeah, like Luke fits. It's funny because they tried to like swap each other's like style of movies. Because remember, Luke was in Idiocracy, which he actually wasn't bad in that movie. He was actually pretty good in that. But I mean, like, you know, he fit because he's one of those guys that can play a series, like he can play a straight man in a comedy.
Right. Well, like he was the smart one in Legally.
I don't know what the hell just happened. It just, for some reason, decided to just randomly play that. And I'm like, how do I stop this? What is it doing?
Wow, you were rocking out for a moment there.
Yeah.
Hey,
I listen to a lot of metal. Sorry.
You were a DJ for a little bit, right?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You know, just live your life. That's okay. And just live your life. I'm not gonna say anything.
Nothing wrong with listening to metal. Okay.
I'm gonna drink the.
She's just drinking the tea. All right.
Haunted Mansion appearing in theaters July 28th.
Oh, and you know what I forgot to ask? I forgot to do this in the first one and on this one. So give me your guys' ratings on the Schmigadoon trailer. What and the criteria is the likelihood you want to watch this property, right? So Schmigadoon season 2, guys, give me a rating.
Do you want to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll go first.
Okay. So I'm gonna give it.
You're the prime intern. You got to go first.
Yeah, I gotta go first. I'm gonna give it.
Nope, you go first. We'll just all
8
wait.
crinolines out of 10 mysterious bridges.
There we go.
Y'all don't know what a crinoline is, do you?
No.
Freaking
Is it from Harry Potter?
No, it's what women used to wear before slips were invented under their voluminous skirts.
I don't even know what women wear now. Okay.
At all.
So
no idea.
You
I
know,
go back.
you need to engage with the world every once in a while, James. Of course, I'm
good.
immortal, so I have a whole wealth of knowledge.
Ors, what is your likelihood of wanting to? I mean, just watch the show, even if it's not on Apple. Don't you know, say that, oh, because it's Apple, I'm not going to watch it.
Don't Apple
the
me.
show itself, right? What's your rating on? Does this trailer make you want to watch the show? Is basically what we're going at.
Yes. So I will give it. Golly, I know nothing about the series, so this is very, very hard to rate.
Golly.
I will give this. I will give this 7 You done messed up AA runs out of 10 iPads.
Okay.
10 iPads. Okay, we'll go with that. James, what's your rating?
I want to say 10 out of 10, but I don't know what the Harry Potter cremupulous thing she said was. So 10 cremupulous out of 10 Expelliarmuses.
He's rating me playing Harry Potter yesterday. Is what he's doing. And yes, I did because I was playing Atomic Heart on the stream, and it got so ridiculously complicated that I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna play Harry Potter, and I started Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm like, yeah, this is much better. I'm gonna start playing this on stream now.
That's funny.
So my rating on this is also just after watching season 1 and loving season 1. I give this 10 mysterious musicals that pop up in the middle of the woods out of 10 doctors who are trying to figure out why they're married in the first place.
Oh, there you go.
Got
Okay.
dark
All
for a
right.
second.
All right.
I was gonna say that is a kind of a spoiler from the first
I was gonna say, it's kind of the premise of the show.
Yeah. Now moving into Haunted Mansion again, guys, what's your rating on the Haunted Mansion trailer?
See, now this one I'm prepared for.
Okay.
This one I'm prepared for.
Then go for
first.
Go for it.
I'm gonna give this one 8 ghost killing axes out of 10 scary wows.
it.
All right, Frey girl, what you got?
I'm gonna give it 7 Lords of Leaping out of 10 ladies dancing. Just because it's the first thing that came in my mind when I said that. And it has
Lords
nothing
Leaping.
to do with the Christmas Carol song.
Yeah, there you go. James, what's your rating?
I love Disney. I love going to Disneyland. You know, I have kids that are at that age where they can go ride rides like this and get scared, but still have fun. You know, by the time they're
You
scared
had
going
the kids
in,
so you could continue going to
exactly.
Disneyland. Yeah.
And then by the time we get to the end of the ride, they are like, let's ride it again. So it's like so right up our alley. And this movie feels like it's really honoring the ride. So I'm super excited, especially since the Eddie Murphy film did not really live up to the ride. So I'm excited for this one. So I give this 9 headless, what is it, cemetery guys? box head guys to 999 haunts.
Watson is very under on this one. He said 3 terrible Disney movies that don't need to be made out of 10 wows.
Double A's just mad because he has to pay for Disneyland, but he doesn't get to go. That's what's the problem. Gotcha, Double A. Welcome back. What do you want, a cookie?
Is he a Disney deficient?
No, Aaron loves Disney. The thing is his daughter doesn't do well with people in costumes.
Oh, well, yeah. That's like her worst nightmare.
Yeah.
No, his daughter got to go and had a great time. It's just that he wasn't able to go, but he still had to pay for her trip. So
You know, I'm curious, considering the fact that I've never been to California, even though I live in Florida and I've seen Disney World 1,000 times, would it be worth seeing Disneyland while I'm there?
The way Jackie has put it, and again, I want to get to my rating, but the way Jackie has put it in the past is Disneyland is what Walt could make with the money that he had. So it's the actual park, right? Versus Disney World was the original vision that he had. So Disney World is what he wanted to make. Disneyland is what he was able to make.
Like, Disneyland was like the beginning concept.
Mhm.
And then Disney World was what he wanted to expand it to if he could in California. But,
Well, Disney-
but actually,
Yeah.
Florida land at that time was much cheaper.
Mhm.
And so
Oh, yeah.
he went a much bigger, and there was like a lot of it, and so
Yeah.
he got to buy a whole bunch of it.
Well, it wasn't
that's it.
land; it was swamp,
Yeah, it was swamp.
and
yeah, so.
that's why it was so cheap. It was just swamp, and then he filled it in.
Yeah, so I mean that's part of it too. It is that Disney World is his ultimate vision.
Yeah,
But
the
Disneyland was just kind of like, hey, I want to do a park, and let's do
Yeah.
this
So-
because we can do it.
But
lot-
hold on. But Disneyland was his vision.
Yeah.
Disney World, he wasn't alive to see
right.
executed, and it's been changed so much over the years.
Yeah,
I don't know.
very much.
I don't know if you could say that that's Walt's vision, but the way Disneyland was built, and there's a lot of history in how it's built, and the whole spoke and
There's-
wheel scenario
Yeah, I was gonna
of
say
how
there's
it's
not
built.
as much like Western and Wild West type, not Wild West, but like more Western open plain stuff in Disney World as there is in Disneyland. Correct? Yeah,
Right.
Right.
So
No,
So if
and
I
we
skip
talked
it,
Uh-huh.
if I skip it, is am I gonna miss anything? Is my question.
no, because there's
Not
nothing in
really.
Disneyland that it isn't at Disney World.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
yeah, because you won't be there for Rogers the musical.
Well,
so-
no, hold on. Is Avengers Campus in Disney World?
Disney World has like their own version of it.
I don't think they do. I
thought
think
they
that's only in DCA.
Is it?
And
Oh,
the
okay.
Tower, they have Tower of Terror in Disney
Tower of Terror
World,
Right.
Yeah.
but in Disneyland, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
Oh, did they change? Oh, they changed. I haven't been in so
It's
long.
been Mission Breakout for a while now.
Yeah.
All right,
And
Phil, what's
since
your
we're
rating?
talking about it, and you got me hot about it, we also have Disney California Adventure, which is very Pixar heavy. So like Cars Land, we have Cars Land, Radiator Springs, Pixar Pier. So if you're a big Pixar fan, you should go
Yeah.
see DCA,
Well, I mean, and you can meet the Mandalorian.
and you can meet the Mandalorian. Galaxy's
Grogu.
Edge is in both Disney World and Disneyland.
Mhm.
Exactly. So yeah,
So what I was trying to say is because we've watched documentaries on it. So like the whole thing is Disney World, all the concepts that Walt had for Disneyland that he wasn't able to make, they made at Disney World. So
Yeah, that was. I know Epcot Center was like a huge thing that they.
Epcot's a big
that-
one.
yeah.
There's also, I forgot what the square is that's off of Main Street. That's like supposed to be like 1776 or something like that. Like, that
Yeah.
whole thing. That was a concept that Walt had that they weren't able to build at Disneyland. They ended up cutting it for budget and they ended up making it at Disney World. So like, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff like that where like there were concepts that he had that he couldn't because of budgetary issues. He wasn't able to make at Disneyland. That he ended up making at Disney World. But we're gonna really get into a tangent and go into Disney stuff. We have 2 more trailers to watch.
All right, my bad.
So let's move on to the next one.
So go if you would like to, because there are things that you can see, but it's not a priority.
Oh, I'm
is
not
what
going
I would
alone.
say. No, I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Found out I was pregnant in Disneyland.
hey-o.
I didn't get pregnant in Disneyland. I found
Somebody
out
got
I was
goofy.
pregnant. No.
Yeah.
Not saying he didn't try.
Gosh.
but no goofy for this
baby.
Frey-girl.
Somebody come quick!
Somebody came quick.
Oh boy.
All right, let's watch Florida Man.
Oh God, stop talking about that kind of stuff. It's terrible. All right. So going into the next thing, guys, we've got the concept of the Florida Man, and it's being turned into a show on Netflix. The first trailer for Florida Man was released this week, and it stars Jungle Cruise's Edgar Ramirez.
Oh, look at that. Jungle
Watch
Cruise.
watch this piss me off. Let's go. Come on.
James, before we jump into the
Let's
trailer,
go.
you want to do this next part?
I do have a welcome to Florida opsis.
Welcome to Florida Opsies.
Synopsis.
You got to welcome to Florida.
Murder, Manhunts, and Manatees Florida Man, a new Netflix limited series from creator Donald Todd, follows a struggling ex-cop who is forced to return to his home state of Florida to find a Philly mobster's runaway girlfriend. That's you. You're going from Florida to Philly. what should be a quick gig becomes a wildly spiraling journey into buried family secrets and an increasingly futile attempt to do the right thing in a place where so much is wrong. The trailer description reads, and I just read it. Hooray.
I think you probably weren't supposed to say trailer description.
But I wrote it, so I had to write it. Or had to read it.
If there's no gator in this trailer, that's just like, like there's not a coked up gator in this trailer. It's not real. It's not.
I think there's a meth gator.
It's not representative of Florida, man. If it's if there's no methed up gator.
Not all Florida references have to have effing gators in it. There is so much more to Florida than oranges and effing gators in Disney World.
Gators, gators, oranges, and meth.
No, he's right.
Cocaine.
He's
There's
right.
also
It
cocaine.
could be
There's
a
cocaine in
pelican on bath salt.
There you go. But pelicans on bath salts. That's the thing. All right.
Play the damn trailer.
I'm sorry we're offending the Florida man.
But you should be sorry.
We still love you. Florida man, we still love you. Let's watch this trailer. Agree that the most Florida thing that happened there was the improvised flamethrower trying to kill a raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Felt
And
bad
then
for the raccoon.
Florida man, it was
That's
Florida
not
woman.
just Florida. I hate to tell you guys this. That's not just Florida. I have
But it's
relatives
but
that
it's
do
it's
that.
a stereotypical Florida
Yeah.
thing though. That's what I'm saying. Is like we're talking stereotypes right now, right? And it's
Mhm.
there was a few stereotypes in that trailer. And I can see Forrest is upset about this. So
Forrest is upset because he's not sure if this is a drama, a comedy, or a documentary. So he's just trying to figure out what this is.
Yeah, he's
James,
confused.
go first.
He's not upset.
Aaron Watson, as someone that has relatives in Florida, which is also, remember, his sister and her husband, who are like supporters of our show,
Yeah.
both live in Florida. Bath salt gators.
I
Honest
am
opinion.
into this.
Okay, honest opinion, and I like off the wall shit, but this looks terrible.
Terribly good. Are you
I
kidding
love
me?
you, Aaron Watson. I love you so much.
This might be a bad movie contender for bracket.
It's a TV show. It's a TV show. Remember that. We're probably gonna get
Netflix.
multiple seasons of this bullshit.
Yeah, but we could. I mean, I'm telling you, bracket wise on the bill, contender for worst
Oh
show.
my god, Jamez, give us your rating, man.
I am into this. I saw the trailer earlier. And I'm like, this looks kind of fun. I want to see what's going on with this. By the way, it's going to be 7 episodes on Netflix. I give
Aw,
this.
only 7.
I give this 8 gators because you have to say gators out of 10 Hulk Hogan beach shops because I know there's some in Florida.
In Daytona Beach, you got the ultimate Florida man, Hulk Hogan, with his bald top head and giant handlebar mustache.
There you go.
Frey, what do you give this?
I'm gonna give this 3.
3 out of 10.
Meth, yeah, 3 meth penguins. 3. No, I'm sticking with it. 3 meth penguins out of 10 neon gators.
Oh my god, Aaron Watson gives it 6 bath salt gators out of 10 coked out Tony Montanas.
Bill?
Forrest.
No, you
Oh
gotta
no,
still
I gotta go.
sound
We're gonna let Forrest go last because he's gonna rip it a new asshole. So
Yeah,
I
it's
give
gonna be
this.
amazing.
I probably give this 6 Floridians shooting fish with a gun out of 10 places where woke goes to die.
Wow.
Isn't that what the governor is saying over there? Yeah.
To Satan.
Florida, where woke goes to die.
To Satan. Are you talking about to Satan?
Yeah, don't give Trump ideas for new names for DeSantis. Okay, we're not going to talk about
Trump
this.
were watching this,
Let's
I would
Trump's
have
not
lots
watching
of
it.
things to say.
Yeah, Forrest, give us your 1-star rating here.
I am going to give this bullshit ass trailer 2. No, I'm not even giving it a 2. This bullshit ass trailer gets a 1.5 tickets to Gatorland out of $10 Generals.
Wow.
What? I told you he was gonna give it a 1-star rating.
Come on, you guys should be happy. I'm
Here in
excited for
Florida,
this.
we're actually about to start filming Meth Gator 2.
Exactly.
To be
Oh my
all truthful,
gosh.
but yeah, this is gonna be completely.
I'm changing mine. I'm
misrepresented.
changing mine. I want to say 9 Meth Gators out of 10 Tiger Kings. Come on, I'm getting more excited the more we talk about this.
Tiger Kings. Yeah, okay. The Tiger King. I like that one.
He's not from Florida though. He's from Oklahoma.
The last time I was so
from
pissed off about a
Florida.
show was the very first time I saw Big Bang Theory, and like everybody I knew was like all on board with Sheldon, and everybody thought Sheldon is exactly what a nerd is supposed to be. And I was so freaking offended because I'm like, that's not what a real nerd is. It's not that's not a representation of what a real nerd is. I'm just as pissed off here. This is not what
related
Florida
with
is.
Hofstadter. I related more with Hofstadter, but I mean,
bullshit ass trailer. This was
I
hell's
mean,
no.
Aaron Watson had to profess his love for you, Forrest.
Because he knows I'm right. Love you
Hey,
too,
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Watson.
a lot of nerds
And your feet.
like Sheldon and like Leonard. So
Yeah, like I
I'm just
said,
saying.
if I relate to any character on that show, it's Leonard Hofstadter. Leonard Hofstadter is probably the more relatable character. I
Yeah.
agree, Sheldon is not a relatable character, but at the same time, he's hilarious for being the jerk that he is.
I knew of at least 2 people, if not more, that would come into the comic shop that I worked in,
Mhm.
and they were just like that. Honestly, just like it. And so I was like, oh, this reminds me of my friends from the comic book shop, So
Okay, we got one more trailer, guys. Let's move away from this offensive slog that is pissing off Fours right now.
are you okay? Are you okay, Forrest? Do you need a minute?
No, sweetie, I need to talk about it and I need a hug.
Okay.
We got
Hugging
one
you
more
now.
trailer. We got one more trailer, guys. This one hit me from left field. I knew it was coming, but didn't know it was coming out this year. I didn't know they were like this far into production on this. Next trailer, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Okay, so before we watch this, I do have a very quick story.
Okay.
So my husband said, I haven't watched it yet. My husband was like, yeah, it's from Seth Green. And I was like, are you sure it's Seth Green? I thought it was Seth Rogen. He was like, no, it's Seth Green. It's Seth Rogen.
It's Seth
It
Rogen.
is Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
So,
Same thing. I didn't realize because they announced the cast this week. Jackie Chan is playing Splinter, and I'm all for that.
And John Cena, I think, is Bebop or Rocksteady. One of the
Yeah.
two.
Well, he better be Bebop, dude. He a big giant. He fits the mold for a giant pig man. It's just. So let's check out this trailer and hope that it doesn't disappoint in any way because I'm excited as hell about this. So.
Oh, soundtrack.
Oh, I already
God.
love the animation.
Feels Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Yeah, it feels like the same animation, and I love that.
Well, the magic behind Into the Spider-Verse is that it's only it's only 15 frames a second. That's basically what the magic is on that.
Yeah. I think that's what they're doing with this.
it's magic, I tell you. Magic.
It almost, when you look at it, it almost seems like claymation.
It does. It reminds me of the old style comics.
Oh, they're young. Teenagers.
Hey, why do we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head? Stop talking. You're ruining my concentration.
You're fine. Chill. He's gonna die.
Okay, so I do like the teenagers.
Did you hear that? What was that?
Yeah.
Well, nothing we can do. You guys want to grab pizza?
Well, nothing we can do.
What we can do? You guys want to grab some pizza, or
What the heck are those things? They look like little Shreks to me.
Little Shrek. Oh, there's Rocksteady and Bebop.
Yeah.
Or Don.
Oh my God!
Is Donnie bleeding?
Is Donnie bleeding? Oh my God,
Goo
I
or a
can't
big
wait for
turtle
this.
Who made contact with mystery goo? Well, we prefer the term ooze, but yeah,
It's like more like it's just
it,
nicer,
it
so.
rolls off the tongue better. Yeah.
Drink the ooze.
It's nice, right?
That's awesome.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I gotta. Once this comes on.
Ice
Yeah.
Cube.
Oh God, I gotta go back on that. Okay, hold on. Let's look at this cast.
Yeah.
All right. Come on.
Yeah.
Go back. All right. That's yeah, right here. Micah Abbey, Shaman Brown Jr., Hannibal Burris. I wonder who he's playing. Rose
super
Byrne,
cool.
Nicholas
Rose
Cage,
Byrne.
John Cena, Jackie.
John Cena.
Oh yeah, hold on. We have to do that.
John Cena.
Ice Cube, Natasha Demetriou, Io Edeberry, Giancarlo Esposito. Oh my God,
Giancarlo Esposito.
who's Giancarlo Esposito playing? Oh my, I gotta see the Post Malone, Brady Noon, Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, and Maya Rudolph. Okay, I love this cast, and I cannot wait to see this. What did they say?
Paul Rudd. Look, Paul Rudd's in it too.
I said that.
Yeah.
What was it? Did it say
I
August
wasn't listening
3rd?
to you.
August 2023.
But I
Yeah.
think the date we had on here was
4th.
August 4th.
August 4th.
Okay, yeah, no, this is great.
Let's give it up for the soundtrack. Like throwing in some A Tribe Called Quest in there.
Right.
I'm in.
That's cool.
You had me at the first beat. I'm like, okay, I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and them being actual teenagers and living in this world as teenagers, like one having a phone and always being on it. And
Yeah.
you know, I love that because I feel like in the from the comics through the movies that I've seen, they didn't really get that. I mean, it was like these guys, they're turtles, and yeah, they're teenagers, but they're turtles. So we're gonna make them look like they're full grown people.
Right.
We're gonna give them full grown voices. And so I like that they're making them a little bit more, oh my God. Kind of
I mean,
teenagers.
I always felt with every property that we've gotten of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they always felt like they were in their early 20s. They've never actually felt like teenagers, kind of how what you just said right now. So it's like, I like the idea of getting teens to play them. Like Donatello doesn't sound like he's gone through puberty yet. And I love that.
No, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure Donatello is going to be my favorite.
He gets stabbed
Pretty
in the
sure.
leg. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. It's because
Also-
he got stabbed in the leg.
Like, and you can tell from the trailer it's going to be this way, but I love like Mikey has to be super immature because he was always the immature one, right? So like, I kind of
Wasn't he the youngest? He was a little younger, like not like younger, but like he was his egg hatched last. Or
yeah,
something.
it was like Mikey is the youngest, but he's always like the most immature one, and then of course, Leo. being-
Michelangelo's a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And this is
half
how
shell,
we get to Mono.
Zero power. No, but like Leo was always the oldest one, so that's why Leo's always the leader and everything like that. And then Raph is always just like perpetually angsty and angry. So it's kind of like, I mean, he doesn't seem angry in the trailer, but I mean, we still have things to go through to watch.
Yeah.
But he does seem a little reckless, which is what it should be. Like you should have a little bit of recklessness with Raph. So I mean,
and this one seemed a little bit more comedy. Like, you know, they do trailers for different moods. And like
Right.
you usually want to do the comedy one first because that gets people in. And then you
Right.
can do the more like kick-ass stuff.
yeah, and I mean Seth Rogen, I'm all for it because Seth Rogen is pretty good at whenever he creates a comic book property that it gives really good homage to the comic.
I think his stint as Green Hornet probably taught him what to do and what not to do.
Like look at
And I
Priest.
think that was good. Yeah, it was like his
Preacher.
rehearsal.
Yeah, like look at Preacher. Like Preacher was a really good adaptation of the comic.
Preacher was amazing.
Yeah, you know, like I thought that was good, and of course, The Boys is easily one of the best
Yeah, I was gonna
shows
say he
out there.
produces The Boys.
Oh yeah.
And that's one of his too. So I mean, like Seth Rogen's really good about making sure he follows the comic,
And
at
he's
least
really
enough to get the
good
essence.
about getting people now that actually understand the vision of the comics
Right.
and can translate them well. Because that's what I thought. Because even if he's not like, he could be an executive producer, and there are some that are just like, look, I'm just giving you this money, do your thing. But he really like is involved, and so he finds the right people. So it's really nice, and it's nice that he's doing it not in the Marvel or DC genre, but actually getting properties that are
Yeah.
more indie, so
Right.
that they have a voice as well. So I like it. I think it's cool.
Right. Well, that's it for lights, camera, reaction, guys. We're done with the trailers for the time that we have right now. Let's move on. It is now time to start some rumors.
What?
Of course.
Did you hear something?
Don't know where to get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start some rumors. Jamez, what do we got on the board, man?
Ruh-roh, Shaggy. The Scooby-Doo animated franchise has suffered major setbacks. Oh, thanks to Warner Brothers Discovery.
Rogue, rare.
Hey, so check this
Ruh-roh.
out.
Ruh-roh,
Check
Raggy.
this out. So, okay, Warner Brothers axing projects to save some money. Technically four Scooby-Doo projects got axed in the last year
Mhm.
to save money for Warner Brothers Discovery. And part of that is that they can't release these projects right in the future because they got a tax write-off.
Yeah.
So, in a stunning turn, Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2, so this is a crossover with, DC.
Right.
Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2 recently surfaced online despite being axed over tax cuts. So I haven't gone out to take a look for this yet. Maybe it's on the dark web or something.
Mhm.
But somebody
I don't
leaked
know if
this
Scooby-Doo
movie.
and Crypto 2 would be on the dark web.
Oh, it's definitely on the dark web. That's
Oh,
all.
it's so dark.
Maybe the blue web.
Yeah, no, it's definitely on the dark web.
It's a
only-
chartreuse web. It's
Exactly.
it's
Chartreuse
super-
web.
I don't even know what color chartreuse is, but
It's
I
green
just
and
wanna-
yellow mixed together.
oh,
So it's just more yellow. within the green.
It's like lemon lime Mountain Dew.
oh, that's not scary at all.
Okay.
Apparently, this version of this of Scooby Doo and Crypto 2, Welker and Grey Griffin were going to be in it. So I mean,
Yep.
that means the original Freddy and at least the voice of
Daphne.
Daphne. At least the current voice of Daphne. We're going to be in it. I mean, Welker being the longest running Freddy
Yeah.
because he's also the original Freddy. So I mean.
I know. How can they scrap that? Like, yeah, come on.
You know who did it? It was that damn Scrappy Doo. He's behind it. He's
If it
not
wasn't
David
for you
Zaslav
kids.
at all. We're gonna find out. Let's do a mystery machine mission. We're gonna go
Honestly,
and uncover
I
David
wonder.
Zaslav as Scrappy Doo.
I wonder if part of the contributing factor to them cutting this, if it is true that they cut this, is because the Super Pets didn't do that well.
Maybe. I would think, yeah, but probably it's what can we lose that's not going to cause as much bullshit as Batgirl did.
Yeah.
I think that was it. And there aren't a lot of crossover. I mean, there are a lot of crossover fans. The hardcore Scooby Crypto fans want this.
Yeah, but they axed like 3 other Scooby-Doo projects, so it's almost like they got a vendetta against Scooby-Doo versus
Maybe they're doing it
DC.
because of the backlash of Velma.
But I mean, they wouldn't.
They released Velma.
That's what
No,
I'm
I
saying. Like
know,
they wouldn't be cutting this because this is the original cast doing Scooby Doo. So I
Mhm.
mean, if it was the backlash of Velma, they wouldn't be cutting this. Like I think I'm just kind of curious that I haven't watched Velma, so I can't really say anything about it. But I mean, like there's a lot of negativity towards Velma. A lot of people don't like what Velma is, and it's kind of like if that's the case, why cut something that is based on the original characters that people kind of are sort of clamoring for?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. And I've actually watched all the Velmas. I think we might be a couple behind. But I liked it. I mean, I'm not the first few were a little rocky, but once it got into the like mystery, it was like all the other stuff was like, okay, yeah, teen angst, blah blah blah. Oh, you might be a lesbian, oh, kind of thing. But her main like mystery that she was doing was really well done. Like I was like, oh God, we got to find out what happened to your mom. Oh, we got to find out this. We got to find out that. So that's what kept me tuning in. It wasn't the are Velma and Daphne gonna kiss? Oh, are Fred and Velma gonna kiss? Are and oh my God, why do I just love
a lot of the internet rage that was going on over it was stuff that I felt was dumb anyways. Like, okay, so they decided to make her a lesbian character that, I mean, that's something that they've kind of, people have teetered on anyways. They just kind of addressed it in a way.
She's not really even that. Like, she's a confused teenager. She's a sexually confused teenager.
Okay, and that's normal. I mean, I don't know why people are upset with that. And then the big outrage is that they made her a person of color, which is stupid. But I mean, whatever,
You think it's stupid that they made her?
No, I think it's stupid that people are upset. I think it's stupid that people are upset that they made her a person of color. I think it's fine that she's a person of color because it's kind of like not everybody has to be a white character. Everybody's kind of upset with that, and it's like, you can make a new generation of a character and make them not white. It's fine.
The only one that really would be, I would say, don't mess with their ethnicity is Fred. The others, Daphne, Velma, and then you got Shaggy, who his name's Norville. They could be any ethnicity, to be honest with you. Those names go, like, Daphne could have been Greek. That's where you get the name from. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm just saying that it's stupid. I'm agreeing with you, Phil.
Back to the Scooby-Doo thing. I think it's not really the Scooby-Doo or DC or Crypto or the superhero pets movie. I think it's more about it got leaked, so somebody on the inside let this out, right?
And so then they scrapped it.
But now what happens to the whole tax write-off? Because just like Batgirl, they're not supposed to talk about it, release anything from it. It's never supposed to be seen. I mean, in a weird way, whether it's dark web, chartreuse web, whatever, the Scooby-Doo movie got out there. Right. So it's out there and people can see it. So do they lose their tax write-off?
I think it depends on, there's a lot of lines on the tax code. And so I think it really just depends on how they wrote it off. And then also how long, I mean, if it's still leaked, maybe. And if they can find that somebody from the actual studio did it, then they may. If it was leaked because somebody that worked on it happened to get a copy of it, then I don't know if they are culpable, and they might be. I mean, if they would probably have to bring charges on the person that actually did leak it if it wasn't connected to the studio in order to keep that. So I don't know, but I'm not a tax lawyer or anything. I know very little about taxes. I don't even do my own. Someone else does my taxes. So just letting you know.
Real quick. So Eric Ruiz in the chat said Giancarlo Esposito is playing Baxter Stockman. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, also, cool. Seth Rogen is playing Bebop and John Cena is playing Rocksteady. So I cannot wait to see what that chemistry is going to be like.
That'll be fun.
I'm going to watch it in spite of Cena.
Yeah.
What are we going to... Hey.
I like John Cena. John Cena's funny.
I am not a John Cena fan. I find him very obnoxious. I'm sorry.
That's kind of the point, is he plays characters that are supposed to be obnoxious.
Ask me if I like Hal Jordan. No, I don't, because he's obnoxious and a misogynist. So let's just move on. He could be Hal Jordan.
Good God, Frey, this is why you are the absolute perfect radio voice intern for this show, because your opposing opinions literally creates excellence in this presence.
Oh my God.
My God, there's never been a better fit.
So James, what are the tacos on the table on this, man?
I don't know. I would say tacos on the table. Is it leaked? Tacos on the table. Do you think they lose their tax write-off? Yes, no. What do you guys think?
I think like tacos on the table. I think the leak is from somebody that worked on it. Now, whether the studio knew about it or not, I think the leak is from somebody that worked on it. So that person or those persons will probably be in trouble. But I think maybe 3 tacos on the table for them getting an actual slap on the wrist from the IRS and not getting the tax break.
Gotcha.
Anybody
Tacos on the
else?
table for us.
What if they're gonna get the tax break or not?
On both, but if it's like how it got leaked and the leak and the tax break. Or the
I
write-off.
mean, so according to this thing, this leak was the first time this happened to Warner Brothers, right? The first
Mhm.
time. Wow.
Maybe the first time this year.
In all honesty, I could care less about the tax thing. They've got money. They got plenty of money. It's not
Yeah.
like they
He's
can't
gonna
afford
eat
Well,
it.
they
tacos.
care about
He's
it.
eating
That's
the
the whole
tacos.
reason why they cut the movie.
Exactly.
Which, oh well. Yeah, my tacos are on the table for it. As far as the leak is concerned, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, does it feel like that's becoming more of a commonplace thing to you guys? Like all these leaks that are happening with these studios, like you would think that they could protect their property a little better.
Yeah, I agree. But when you think about we're in the digital age and like they're outsourcing like say like a movie like I don't know what just came out. What's the latest Marvel movie to come out? I forgot.
Ant-Man.
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 If you look at how many different animation houses have touched that film from like around the world, like
Yeah.
I could see somebody, in Vietnam going like, I just gotta fucking, I got the Scooby-Doo movie sitting on my hard drive. Screw you guys. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
release it.
I didn't get paid enough.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
I was overworked. Let me
But-
throw this out there and screw them over.
It's like the Last of Us 2 debacle all over again. Like there should have been, first of all, anything that's done digitally, I don't give a crap what anybody says. You do something digitally, there's a fingerprint. Whoever did this will. It's not a matter of it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. They will be caught and they
Yeah.
will be charged, if not worse.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So it sucks. What am I putting tacos on or off the table for as far as the leak is concerned?
I'm honestly not 100% sure.
What was
I'm
the
just
what
saying-
was No, what's the
so-
question concerning the leak?
So, do you think this was leaked by somebody on the inside? Do you think they're gonna get their tax break, or do you think they're gonna get lose their tax break? How about that? Do you think they're gonna lose their tax break by this being leaked?
I think there will be some kind of a settlement. To be honest, I think there's going to be a negotiation, a deal, so that yes, there will be tacos on the table. Yes, there will be money lost on this action. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, yes. There will be consequences.
Gotcha.
There will be blood.
They effed around, and now they're finding out.
Mm.
I didn't
Young
even
Phil.
say the bad word. You're welcome.
I don't think they're going to lose their tax break just because I get in my mind where I keep going back to is like even if it got leaked, there's and I know that the stipulation is that because they got a tax break for it, nobody's supposed to see it, but it's not a profit thing. Like they're not going to be making money on whatever leak is happening. Like Warner Brothers itself is not making money off of this thing leaking. They're actually losing with it leaking, and I don't think they'll lose their tax break, but they are going to be pissed and they are going to sue somebody. So that's kind of where I'm at on that.
They will sue somebody.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's losing
Scrappy Doo.
everything.
Scrappy Doo will sue the pants off you.
All right. Speaking of scrapping, I got some Star Wars rumors for you.
Segue.
Yeah.
The Star Wars.
And
I
this
love
may
these
this
Star
may actually be
Wars.
news. It may not be rumors since it's coming from Variety, but the rumors is that Kevin Feige's Star Wars film is
Uh-huh.
being scrapped. It's no longer moving forward at Lucasfilm.
Oh,
They also
know, that's
mentioned
sad.
that not just that, also
Patty.
Patty Jenkins' Star Wars film is no longer moving forward as well.
Yeah, if you want to jump to the end of the story.
Oh.
So I mean, yeah.
Oh, that is
Oh
a
no, this is gonna be an invite thing all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, bury the rest
Rager.
of it. That's cool.
Frey, Dad and Dad are fighting.
Oh my god, here we go again.
my dads are fighting right now.
Thank God. this is
Schmiga,
vodka.
don't jump the gun, okay?
Hey, I will famouser you right now. That's my gun. All right, let's.
Oh.
let's
And then they
sorry.
started talking a whole nother language, officer, and I have no idea what happened.
Hey, I think we should be afraid of the consequences.
Aaron Watson saying, "Way to go, Phil! Way to jump the gun."
The other bits is that Taika Waititi's movie is the only film right now in some form of production, and the other piece of that is that he's gonna be in the film, kind of like how he is in, you know, how he's like IG-11, you know,
Yeah.
in Mandalorian, but then like in JoJo's, what is it, Jojo Rabbit, the
Yeah.
film he made, he
plays
was also in that film.
He
was
plays
Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gonna play a
Ooh.
role, like a major role in the film, in the Star Wars film.
Pulling a Peter Jackson on us.
Yeah,
He's
right?
actually in a lot of the stuff that
Yeah.
he does. Like he's in the
Thor.
Our Flag Means Death, and he was in Thor. Yeah, so he tries to put himself in movies,
Mhm.
which I think
Exactly.
they're better for it. To be honest, I like Taika Waititi.
He's a great comedic actor, and the
Mhm.
characters that he chooses as himself are always great.
He seems really self-aware about from what he can do and what he can't do.
Mhm.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
Right. So tacos on the table. Is Kevin Feige? Is his movie getting scrapped?
I'm-
I
Mhm.
go ahead.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think this might have been mutual. There, you know, everybody had kind of a lukewarm, not everybody, a lot of people had a lukewarm reception to Phase 4 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Financially hasn't been doing as well as I think they hoped. So I wonder if Kevin Feige was like, look, this is a pipe dream. Yeah, we can do it later. Let me go and get my house in order, and then I'll come and play in your house. So
And that's pretty much along the lines of what I was going to say. Is I feel like Kevin Feige is kind of like I need to focus more on Marvel and getting us
Yeah.
where we need to be. As much as I want to do a Star Wars film, I just can't focus on that right now. And I feel like he just, with everything else going on, he just doesn't have the time to sit there and write a Star Wars film, or to just plan a Star Wars film. I think
yeah, I
he-
think this one is dead, but I don't think that they cut him off completely from Star Wars. And in the future, if he wants to do one, I'm sure they would say yes.
Yeah. And
I agree.
I'm sure it's something that he's probably going to work on the side. And like when he says, "Oh, I'm ready to do the Star Wars film," he'll probably already have something written, you know.
Mhm.
And the Patty Jenkins part of it, she said that it had been put on hold a couple of months ago, and so this being her part of it being scrapped, I think is same thing. And I know I'm jumping to the end, but I mean, I feel the same way. I think it may have been a mutual thing that she, yeah.
I was gonna say the interesting thing on that is she just said like a couple months ago that with Wonder Woman being taken out of DC, that now she could focus on doing Rogue Squadron. And now that they're announcing that Rogue Squadron is not moving forward, it's like, well, what the hell happened? Like, you know, because like we understand Wonder Woman's not happening, at least with Patty Jenkins attached to it. She said that she was going to start working on Star Wars, and now Star Wars is not happening. So it's like, wow.
Well, if they want to keep her,
Wow.
I think I know what the name of the episode's going to be. Anyway,
Wait, hold on.
if
Hold
they
on. What
wanna
is he
keep
saying
her-
here?
Aaron Watson, tacos on the table, but I'll only put white people tacos on this one. I keep the questionable tacos for different rumors.
Quesadilla, not questionable.
Quesadilla.
I thought I said questionable for some reason. I keep the quesadilla tacos for a different rumor.
He just wanted you to say that word.
What's a
Quesadilla.
quesadilla taco?
Oh, we're gonna.
Oh,
We need to introduce you to
Oh.
Quesadilla, bro. Oh,
This is
dude,
good.
how do you not have that in Florida? I'm
Going
sad
back
for
to
you, dude.
Cali.
Because it's effing Florida. That's why.
Mexicans in Florida.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You're gonna get some of that California love.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
You're gonna have a
Hey.
California burrito too.
Oh yeah. You guys
Well-
gotta do some Baja stuff.
Well,
too
after
for him.
Hawaii, maybe.
I mean, Hawaii and then Disneyland and then California burritos. We're gonna do it all.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right, we ready to move on?
You're gonna
Yes.
come back a changed man.
I know, right?
I'm
He is.
counting on it.
He's gonna want to move to California. He's gonna be like, "Fuck Florida, I'm going to California now."
I'm already saying F Florida now.
But yet he gets offended by Florida man.
Well, yeah.
It's a pride thing. It's a pride thing. You know, you
Apparently.
gotta have a little pride.
Look, if
Apparently.
I'm over there, I'll get offended when people make fun of California.
There we go.
Oh.
In
Well,
honor
that
of
doesn't happen
in
that
honor of
much.
just in honor of distance, Kyber nerding cave.
We'll have you saying hella by the
Oh,
end of
he's
your
gonna
trip.
say hella. He's definitely gonna use the word hella more than once.
I already say hella as it is.
Yeah.
You're gonna be hella Florida man in a
Mm.
couple weeks.
Hella dope. All right, let's move on, guys. You guys ready for the download?
Yes.
Boop, boop,
All
boop,
right, because it is now
boop.
time.
Sorry.
Download. Don't forget, check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. It's our little group. All the trailers, all the reactions, all the rumors. Let us know what you're nerding out on in the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. You guys ready for some news? I got some quick hitters.
Can I do the first one?
Oh, absolutely can, honey. Let's do it.
Shall.
Alrighty. So the MCU is in the news again because John Barenthal,
Birthenthal.
John.
Can we cut this and do it over?
in
Take two.
post, Yeah,
Take
we'll-
two.
Okay, two.
Take two. All right.
Energy on that. Can we just say that I don't know how to say his last name?
Bernthal.
Bernthal.
Bernthal. John
Bernstein Bears.
Bernthal.
Berenstain
is set
Bears.
Berenstain
to
Bears.
play the Punisher again.
Yes.
And you know where he's doing it?
The Walking
Daredevil
Dead.
Born Again.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
He's coming back
So,
to The
you
Walking
know.
Dead as the Punisher.
Exactly. It's a crossover. All right. So another week, more MCU news. This is amazing. We're gonna have Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio and Tom Burton. And I know I didn't say it right, but I don't care. I'm on a roll.
Fake it till you make it.
They'll be filming Daredevil Born Again this
Mhm.
month
Mm-hmm.
in New York. So hey, we know it's gonna be in New York, so we know we got that New York vibe, everybody.
New York.
Now,
Yo, so you got to tell me what part of New York you're from, because every time that I come back to the city,
yeah, you know what? I can be wherever you want me to be from.
Stop it right now. Keep going.
I don't know what. I
back
don't know
to
what's going on.
Brooklyn, baby. Let's go.
Now,
Yeah, so this dropped today. You know what's really odd though? It's like everybody reported that John Bernthal's back as the Punisher,
Mhm.
but like nobody cited a specific source of it. So, but everybody,
Yeah.
like Variety, Deadline, everybody said, yeah, he's coming back, but nobody said why or how they know he's coming back. Like, is he in New York right now? I don't know.
baby, he never left New York. You know what I'm saying? All right.
So
No,
you're
and
excited.
that's
You like
true.
this.
I am excited. I am not a big, like, comic book wise, a big Punisher fan, but I really loved him in the Netflix Daredevil. It was, I thought he did such a great job, and I really liked his standalone show. I thought that I honestly believe that this man was supposed to be Punisher. Like, it was, it was just on high, and they said, no, that you will be the Punisher. And he's like, but I don't like violence. And he's like, you're going to be an actor. And that's exactly how that went. Just that conversation. And so I'm excited about it. He's going to start filming with them, apparently. But we don't know any more than that. But I'm super excited.
Did Daredevil and Punisher cross over at all in the
Well, like,
Defenderverse?
Yeah, he was in Daredevil because
Oh, that's
because Matt defended him.
that's
And
right.
he got really close with Karen Page. And then when he got his own show, Karen showed up in that a couple of times. So yeah, so I mean, there was a crossover thing. It was all interconnected in the Netflix U over there. So
So you're excited.
So it's
You're
interesting because I just went through like all of his social medias,
mhm.
and it's interesting. So he posted 4 hours ago a picture of him as the Punisher,
Yeah.
but it's a picture that I've never seen. It's not from the show.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
is it the like more like armored Punisher thing?
Like he's got armor, he's got a more defined skull on his chest, and he's got 2 Mac 10s. And it's
Well,
like
at the end of season 2, he started wearing a Punisher, like the Punisher skull on his. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool.
so
All
like
I see
that,
is the ring light.
it's let me take off the ring light real quick just so you guys can see
That's
this.
all right. I was just teasing you. Just teasing. It's okay.
I mean, just like you see the picture that he has right
Yeah.
here, like he's got a more defined skull. He's got, I've never seen him in the show with 2 Mac 10s like that. So this is definitely something new. And he
Yeah.
posted this on his Instagram 4 hours ago.
Here's a rumor, kind of based on this piece of news, is that they may be setting him up to be part of Armor Wars.
Oh, that would be dope.
That I mean,
the armored
yeah.
Punisher is so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Eh. But I know John's gonna do a great job.
Absolutely.
So I think that's it. Like that's what I think Marvel does really well is these characters that I didn't care about. Like I am not a Spider-Man person, not a Punisher person. I mean, Moon Knight, I thought it was funny, and I care about them now because of how I've interacted with them
Right.
on like in the MCU. So I think that this is
Oh,
a
nice.
win, a big win,
Yeah.
because if you can get me, who is not a big fan, to really care about it, then you can get a lot of people to.
Right.
Double A's asking, do you think they'll turn down the violence in the new Punisher?
I hope
I don't
they
think
don't.
they are. I don't think they are, because especially if they are going the route of ensuring that they're doing a rated R Deadpool, and the fact that Disney Plus has the Daredevil Netflix show on Disney Plus, I don't think that they're gonna tone down the violence. They may tone it down to an effect where you don't have as much blood, but I think he's gonna be just as violent. And the reason that I think that is because since Winter Soldier, we've had pretty ultra violent scenes, like
Yeah, I
You know,
mean,
like-
well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I mean,
Yeah.
they showed blood on the shield, for God's
Yeah.
sakes.
But I mean,
that's pretty
not blood on
hardcore.
the
yeah, there was a scene where Cap pins a dude on the boat with a knife. Like he pins his hand to the side of the boat, like in the very first scene.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like there are ultra violent scenes. All they did was just not show any blood in that scene, but it's like there are things that like obviously that Frank Castle can do, and they can do it in a way where it doesn't make it go rated R, but at the same time he can still be the ultra violent Punisher that he is.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I agree with that. I don't know if it will be as violent as the Netflix shows were.
Mhm.
They were pretty. I mean, and especially Daredevil, which
Those were the best.
I mean, there are so many fight scenes in that I'm like, man, this is like in my top 10 or top 5. The hallway scene, and then the stairwell.
Thank
the
you.
stairwell
Thank
scene.
you.
Oh my goodness! And
The
then
hallway had no cuts. None.
Yes,
They ran it
I
start to
know.
finish. No cuts.
So I'm hoping-
She-Hulk did it better. So just everybody relax.
You know when they did the stuntman switch too, right? When he gets thrown into the room, the stuntman's the dude that comes out.
Yeah. It's just
And
amazing.
scene ruined.
No, gosh.
No,
But
that's
I
part of the
think
magic. That's part of the
yeah,
magic.
if
It's
they
believable.
get if they keep that essence, and I know they'll make it a little less gory than that, but if they keep that, I think it could be a really big hit for Disney Plus. And
Agreed.
the stuff like Punisher, that prison scene that he had.
Oh yeah.
that fight,
oh.
oh my gosh.
Well,
that was
real quick,
amazing.
real quick. I think Disney and actually most of these shows are evolving where not every show in a franchise is made for everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you look at the way Star Wars is handling Andor versus how it's handling like Mandalorian, even season 3, episode 1, which we'll talk about in a bit. That is like adult oriented Andor versus Mandalorian, which is made for everybody. I think Marvel's going to get there too. That's the evolution of Marvel, is that it's going to start segmenting itself out. Not everything is for everybody.
And I think that's the way to go. I mean, when you have a like, for lack of a better word, I mean, it's a multiverse now, but a franchise that has so many properties and so many characters that you have to take care of, then you are going to start niching it out. I mean, it's going to become that. And so I'm really excited. I'm so excited about Daredevil. Granted, I love Charlie Cox. And I also love Vincent D'Onofrio. I used to have a crush on him when he was younger.
Gotcha.
And so I'm just saying there are a lot of hotties in this. So the girls will like it. The boys will like it. The women will like it. The men will like it.
Speaking of hotties, let's keep going because this is, I don't know if it's a
hella
hottie. But
hottie. It's a hella hottie.
Holy reprising roles, Batman. So not a whole lot of information's been come out about Matt Reeves's sequel, The Batman Part 2, but it is confirmed that it is part of the DCU somehow. You know, James Gunn and Peter Safran has said it's coming, and it's coming in 2025. They've only announced that Robert Pattinson has been involved, but now they're saying that Andy Serkis is definitely coming back as Alfred.
This man has been in so many amazing franchises in his lifetime.
He's the Precious.
Well, I mean, like, so he's the Precious. He was an Andor.
Did you see how good that impression was of?
Yes, very good impression, Precious.
All right. All right.
See, and I was just going past it. That's, oh my gosh.
That's funny.
No, please continue.
I'm just glad he can wear a suit in this and not wear some weird ass outfit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited for it. I'm good.
And not
become more Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
He's in like every single franchise. Speaking of franchises.
Yeah.
Star Wars, DC, Marvel, Lord of the Rings. He does it all.
Yeah.
Wait, what is he in Marvel?
He was Ulysses S. Claw.
Oh, duh. Oh my
Black
God.
Panther.
Okay.
Right.
I can't believe that happened. I apologize.
He just needs to get into Star Wars or Star Trek. He'll
which I'm sure he's going to be in Trek at some point.
That's some kind of nerd EGOT. Or
Also,
something.
he directed. He did direct a terrible Marvel movie, but I mean, he did direct a Marvel movie that wasn't Marvel per se.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Well, we don't talk about Carnage.
So to keep this quick, some follow-up news on some gaming / horror news we talked about recently. Guys,
are we gonna like manifest Graveyard now?
Oh yes, this is definitely for Graveyard, but I mean, Atomic Monster and Blumhouse have teamed up with Behavior Interactive and the largest Canadian gaming studio. I mean, you know, it's great because it's from Canada. To bring
Canada.
The popular horror multiplayer game Dead by Daylight to the big screen. Gamers have enjoyed playing Dead by Daylight since its launch in 2016, and over 50 million players worldwide and 2 million players venturing into the fog every single day. Crap ton of people. James,
I've heard of this game.
Yeah, I played it partially, so I didn't actually play the game. I was at my buddy's house, and he was playing it, so I checked it out, and it was kind of it's kind of a weird zombie game, but it's a decent game.
Time for a Twitch playthrough there, buddy.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I have a question kind of related to this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gaming. It's a gaming question.
Uh-huh.
So we know it's related. So do you guys think that The Last of Us is because before The Last of Us, adaptations from video games to live action content it's not gone well for the most part.
Are you saying Doom with The Rock is a bad movie?
Oh, here we go.
I never saw it, so I have no idea. I'm just saying that
Neither did
everybody
anybody
has
else.
been like a lot of people that have played the game and are watching the show say that it's a good adaptation. Obviously, they changed some stuff because in a game you're the one playing through it.
Right.
In a TV show, you're watching it play out. So do you think that's like a one-off? Like it's something like a unicorn in the sea of brown horses, or do you think that we're starting to see the beginning age of video games getting the kind of love that like MCU did in the first and second and third phases?
I mean, we kind of need more love for video games. The whole thing is you get a lot of we're doing an adaptation of a video game and they just completely change all the aspects of the game that made you fall in love with the game to begin with.
Uncharted.
Uncharted is one, but I mean like the whole
Well, like Tomb Raider.
Resident Evil, like the whole Resident Evil franchise, you know, like all those movies had nothing to do with the games.
We don't talk about Alice.
I mean, again, I've mentioned multiple times on the show how much I hate that character. You know, I mean, just like you get a lot of that. So the whole thing is, I think they're starting to realize that they need to follow, like, learn the essence of the game, because that's what we want in an adaptation. We want to feel like we're watching something that has to do with the game, even if, like, you know, I wouldn't mind if they did something that lived in the universe but wasn't in the games. Like, I don't necessarily want a recreation of the game. Like, I'd like something where, like, the movie, the kind of what they tried to do with Uncharted but didn't do well. Like, I want something where it's like, you know, the movie should have been, hey, this is how Drake comes to you know, become a treasure hunter, but they tried to like mesh in things from different video games along with the original storyline, and it was like, this doesn't work the way that you guys think it's working.
Now this one is going to be interesting, this Dead by Daylight, because it's the premise of it. Well, let's get into the Dead by Dayopsis.
Dead by Dayopsis. Synopsis.
In Dead by Daylight, one player takes on the role of a savage killer. So this is where it gets interesting. One player gets on the role of a savage killer, while the other four players try to escape and keep from getting caught, tortured, and killed. Some of the demented killers include the nurse, the wraith, the hag, and more. There are even classic movie villains and characters licensed from the film that have been added to the game, such as Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Pinhead. So part of the allure of this game, that's right, is that there's one person that's doing the killing and four people that are trying to survive, right?
Yeah, it's asymmetrical warfare. So it's an asymmetrical game, like kind of like Left 4 Dead. The Predator game was like this. Actually, there was a specific Friday the 13th game that was like this too.
So if that's the allure of this game, how does that translate into a film? You know, where it's you're playing both sides kind of thing.
The way you do this is you make it like almost like what was that movie about? Was it called Battle Royale?
Yeah.
So like, you know, you make it almost like a game show, right? Like the whole thing is you have you know, a killer that basically has until daylight to kill everybody. Right? And it's not like a game show. It's like it would be like on the dark web kind of thing, you know, like something that's completely messed up like that.
So going back to what Frey was saying, this one may be an interesting adaptation to see what happens, because I think that's part of the allure, is the one of the players is the killer and four other people are running away. Wait a second, is this Among Us? This is like Among Us.
He's the imposter.
This is Among Us.
My God.
You guys are trying to fool me.
No date on when Dead by Daylight will escape, get caught, get tortured, or be killing on the big screen.
You're all acting sus. You're all acting sus.
Forrest, you want to take this next one?
Every day.
So, also in gaming, you can play all of the core Metroid games on Nintendo Switch when Metroid Fusion comes to Nintendo Switch Online plus Expansion Pass this week. So, in Game Boy news, Wow.
Wow.
When Nintendo launched Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games for Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pass, one game revealed for the future was Metroid Fusion. Now, Nintendo has revealed that you will be able to play that title on now.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
Now.
Who's not on the same page?
Wow.
Gotta
Same
love
page.
it.
Now you can play all 5 core Metroid games on the same console. Original Metroid is on NES, Metroid 2 on Game Boy, Super Metroid on Super Nintendo, Metroid Fusion on Game Boy Advance, and Metroid Dread on the Switch.
At the same time, that's fantastic.
Wow, who knew Metroid Samus would be an Opsis?
Wow.
Cool.
Wow. Who knew Metroid Samus would be an Opsis? Synopsis.
In Metroid Fusion, Interstellar Bounty Hunter Samus?
Samus Aran.
I want to say Seamus, but it's Samus Aran
It's a woman. So it's Samus.
is attacked by an X-Parasite while exploring the mysterious planet SR-388. This organism is not only deadly, but can mimic the abilities of any creature it infects, including Samus herself. Wait a second. This is Among Us. Saved from the
Thomas has Among Us stuck on the brain.
His son-
saved
He
from the
does.
brink thanks to an infusion of Metroid DNA, the X-Parasite's only natural predator. She soon discovers that the parasite has spread to the research station orbiting SR-388. Weakened and out of options, Samus must do whatever it takes to destroy the X threat before it's too late.
Metroid
Interesting.
Fusion is available now on Nintendo Switch now.
Now.
I'm still trying to figure out how James managed to just steal that whole segment right out from under me. That was incredible.
Hey,
I did the opposite.
James reads the opsises.
You can
I
read the
did-
opposites.
I did not know that.
Opsis is precious.
Is it Running Man or Death Race?
Now, hold on,
Right
because
now.
I haven't played Metroid since like the first Metroid, and I know you guys are big gamers. Is there a big following for Metroid?
There is the biggest following for Metroid. As a matter of fact, people are really honestly ready to riot in the streets because the last Nintendo Direct did not address Metroid Prime 4. Literal riots.
little known fact, Metroid actually is called Metro ID, and you all have been pronouncing it wrong this whole time.
Stop it.
Kidding!
You
I
had
have no
me for a
idea what this
second.
game is.
Oh God. So I gotta ask you,
all were
Forrest.
so silent. It was perfect.
Forrest, I gotta ask you, man. Do you already have all this?
So the
Stop
boy
it.
does.
Okay, because I was gonna say I know you're a big Metroid dude, man. So I mean,
So I'm the Legend of Zelda person out of all the Nintendo stuff in this family, and he is the Metroid person, and then we are both Castlevania people.
oh yes, another show that I can't wait for the next season because it's
Which is still undetermined.
so good, so good. Anyways, again, just so we can keep it moving here. Next story, we're going into the regular download now, guys.
Yeah, because the quick hits were not so quick.
Guys,
Yeah, Ray.
there's a new Hellboy in town. There's a new Hellboy in town.
Wow.
Hellboy the Crooked Man has found its Hellboy in actor Jack Casey. Casey is best known for FX's The Strain and for playing Black Tom Cassidy in Deadpool 2. You killed Black Tom Cassidy. No, he goes, you killed Black Tom, you racist. Hellboy creator Mike Mignola is involved with writing the script along with Christopher Golden. Hellboy the Crooked Man is being directed by Brian Taylor. So James, getting ready to read here. We have a Crooked Man opsis.
Crooked Manopsis.
I wanted to give you that one. All right, James, go ahead.
Thank you.
Oh, that's not me. This is Fours this time.
No.
Oh.
The Opsis
Oh.
belongs to you
Oh.
by all rights. So please, fearless leader, do read
Hellboy,
on.
the Crooked Man, reveals the following story premise. Stranded in 1950s rural Appalachia, Hellboy and a rookie BPRD agent discover a small community haunted by witches.
Dun dun dun.
led by a local devil with troubling connection to Hellboy's past, the Crooked Man.
I would also
See?
like to point out this is the 3rd week in a row we've talked about Hellboy.
I mean, news keeps coming out about Hellboy.
I mean,
know.
somebody's got like a
The news is
Hellboy
going to
thing
hell.
going on.
Actually, so I think Jack Casey's face fits Hellboy.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I think it's a good fit. I honestly, yeah, I think so.
yeah.
I think he's gonna be a good little Hellboy. Little baby
And
Hellboy.
he's not well
Little
like
Hellboy.
known enough where you're gonna look at him and be like,
Yeah.
it's not quite Hellboy. You know what I mean? Like you look at the who's it, David Harbour version, you're like,
You're
that's
like,
the
"Hey, look,
Stranger
it's
Things guy.
David Harbour, and they painted him red.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So maybe this is what we need. And he's a lot younger.
The
Yeah.
Stranger Things guy.
And I was gonna say, and
Right.
it definitely wasn't people weren't going like, "That's David Harbour." Everyone was like, "That's not Ron Perlman," is what everybody was saying.
Exactly. But the thing is, like when you have Ron Perlman in an episode, it's like when you have Clancy Brown and like in a
Oh, yeah.
live action, and they make them up so much, and the only really like real confirmation you get is their voice.
Right.
And so then you get attached to that voice with that character, and
Mhm.
if it changes, it takes you out of it.
Riots.
Yeah, but since he's younger, his voice would be a little different because our voices get deeper as we get older. So I think that I mean, it's a good soft reboot if they want to do that.
Is that Mr. Krabs as the Devil Man?
Are you ready, kids?
Okay. Let's move right along here.
Moving right along.
Get your swords and masks ready. Disney is producing a new Zorro series for Disney Plus, and Brian Cogman, a writer for HBO Max's Game of Thrones, is set to write and executive produce and showrun the new show. Kind of cool. All right. We're getting
He's
some
wearing a lot of
Zorro.
hats. I wonder if one of them's the Zorro hat.
So bad.
That was a bad joke. I realize that.
So they haven't announced anything, but Wilmer Valderrama is producing the series.
Vilmer Valderrama?
Vilma?
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 I'm
Which is
wondering
not
if
how
he's
you
gonna.
say his name at all.
Fez
Fez.
is involved in this.
Yeah, he's.
Have you
They
seen
they
Fez
saying that he's
lately?
producing it. I wonder if he's gonna be in it. Is he gonna be Zorro? You think?
I think he might be a little too old to play Zorro, but I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Hey, you're a little too old to play Zorro. Okay.
I am a little too old to play Zorro.
What if he plays the antagonist? What's the main guy that he always fights, like the Capitan of the
Mhm.
regiment or whatever that
I think
station?
that would be okay. You know, like I feel like Zorro himself needs to be like in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like especially if you're gonna do a series with Zorro, I think that Zorro needs to be in his mid-20s.
Well, the reason
The
they
rise of Zorro.
yeah, I think so too. I just think they'll have a lot more. If it's a show, they're building in the age like
Right.
progression so that if they start him off a little younger, then by the time it ends, hopefully after a couple of seasons, 5 or 6 maybe, then he'll be that age where they could transition him to movies if they want.
or if he plays Zorro's father.
Or the guy that is his dad the one that trains him? I forget. Because there was the trainer guy.
So if we're thinking a Mask of Zorro, that's like that's supposed to be this version of Zorro training the next Zorro. So
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, so that one's a little bit of a different story. Like
And how does Puss in Boots fit into this?
he's
Is this
technically
Among Us?
no. Puss in Boots fits into this because Puss in Boots actually is Zorro.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's just got amazing boots on.
Right.
That's the only difference.
All right, I stopped on Wilmer Valderrama, but I really want to talk about Brian Cogman, who is the showrunner for this. So he's from Game of Thrones. He spent a decade on Game of Thrones. co-executive producing and penning 11 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Were any
One
of them the season 8 episodes? Do we know?
we don't talk about that. He won 4 Emmys, a Hugo Award, a Producers Guild of America Award, and has received 7 Writers Guild Awards nominations. So they
That's
kind of found a diamond in the rough for Zorro.
Yeah.
And I do have for 4s, I have a Z is for Zoropsis.
Z is for Zoropsis. Synopsis.
The series is described as a bold reimagining of Disney's classic series for a modern audience, an epic adventure rooted in California's rich and diverse history, bursting with humor, sinister intrigue, romantic entanglements, and swashbuckling thrills. There's that word, swashbuckling.
Well, I was gonna say, does that mean that Will Smith's gonna be in this entanglement?
Oh.
I don't know who's he slapping.
He's definitely bitch slapping Zorro. That's what's gonna happen.
That's
So
the
the story.
Gemini Man Zorro crossover. That's like
man.
season 4.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The story follows privileged caballero Diego de la Vega and returns to his hometown of El Pueblo de Los Angeles. Following a family tragedy, there he discovers a culture of corruption and injustice that will lead him to take on the mantle of the masked vigilante Zorro, America's first true superhero.
I can see that, because I mean Zorro himself is based on
Caballero.
no, but I mean his
I always thought of him as
Errol
like the
Flynn?
Spanish Batman.
kind of what's I'm trying to remember the French dude with the big nose. What was his name?
Oh, Cyrano de Bergerac?
Yes, yeah, he's
Oh, Cyrano.
heavily based on Cyrano.
Steve Martin.
I did not know about that.
Mhm.
That's cool.
I saw the newest one with Peter Dinklage, and I thought it was excellent. The Cyrano.
Yeah.
Not Zorro.
Yeah.
James, did you really think I was going to say Caballero?
No, I was very impressed. I was like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? When he gets there and you're like, Caballero.
Caballero.
He did very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I mean,
His
he's around a lot
pronunciation.
of Latinos, man. That's what I'm
Es
saying.
bueno.
He's in Florida. He's around a lot of us.
Right.
That's very true. Very good.
I was impressed.
I even
liked
said
Ay,
Los Angeles
caramba.
correctly.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
El pueblo de Los Angeles.
What was that movie? What was that
salir.
movie with Steve Martin where he played like
The
a
Three
version?
Amigos.
Three Amigos, which
Roxanne.
It
Roxanne.
was Roxanne. He played Cyrano and Roxanne.
Thank you.
oh my God,
Not in
that's
the Three
right.
Amigos.
That's right. He did play Cyrano. I forgot about that.
As soon as you
Yeah.
said Cyrano, and then you kept going, I said Steve Martin. I'm like, wait, what movie was that? I couldn't
It was
remember. But
Scarlett
yeah,
Roxanne.
Pimpernel.
Daryl Hannah was Roxanne, and he was the fire chief. And
Yeah.
it's an amazing movie. I really like that
The
movie. too.
darts scene was the best part of
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie.
The Scarlet Pimpernel. All right.
Slider from Top Gun was in it.
I got a
Yeah.
roll, so let's keep going.
Yeah, let's,
All right,
let's
sorry.
do this.
These are quick. So, Star Trek. Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a multi-million-dollar film production company.
You know, I honestly could
I
see
appre-
Bones saying that.
I appreciate the laughter, young Phil.
That did carry Bones' angst. That was
I
very
know.
good.
It was, but it was also a terrible Bones. So
Oh, totally.
I'm
totally.
laughing.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a
Pro-
multi-million-dollar film production company. There you go.
Producer J.J. Abrams and Paramount Pictures have been having a tough time getting this Star Trek 4th movie going off the ground. Esquire then followed up with Abrams on the film, and he said that there's an update. So he said that he still hasn't found a new director for the film, which Matt Shackman
Shankman?
was supposed to do before he left for Fantastic Four.
Shankman?
But he added that it's the first time since the original reboot that we have a story that feels as compelling as the first one. So, I mean,
This makes me want to watch it. I want this.
I
Rem-
really liked the second one better than I liked the first one. I liked the first one. But
Ew,
the second
really?
one to me was really
Into
good.
Darkness was good. I did like that version of Khan because it felt very.
Yes.
He felt like he had the same kind of like stakes that the original Khan.
Very
had.
savage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
You know,
he was
like-
very much like the Khan from the TV show
Mhm.
and less from the movie. The
Yeah.
Wrath of Khan. Yeah.
You know,
Ricardo
Ricardo
Montalban.
Montalban.
Right. I mean, he's obviously not Puerto Rican, but I mean, like, it's still, I'm fine with him not being Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah.
If they get the director who's currently working on Picard, they would do very well.
Yeah, why don't they pull that?
They should.
Yeah, like just
because
pull from their own franchise. That's smart.
as of right now, Picard season 3 is like knocking it all the way out of the park.
And it's wrapping after the season, so
Right.
Why not just get him on it? Yeah.
So
There you
he's
go.
gonna
And then,
be out
and
of
then,
job.
and then make the Picard movie.
exactly.
Heck, get
and then have a
Jonathan
glass of
Frakes to do
Bacardi.
it.
Oh my
Jonathan Frakes knows how to direct.
So many puns. So
Overtime.
many puns.
So bad.
All right. Speaking of boldly going, Paramount Plus has announced it will bring Star Trek Discovery to an end with its upcoming 5th season. Kind of sad. Okay. Paramount is planning to send the show off in style with events planned in certain key markets throughout the year leading up to the final season's release. Star Trek Discovery's 5th and final season will engage in early 2024.
They're
How
gonna
do you feel
blow him
about
up.
that? Wrapping it
They're
up.
blowing him up. It's gonna be
I'm-
the first actual like shit that actually everyone gets blown up and no one survives. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Is anybody watching
Wow.
Discovery?
I've never seen it. So I'm just like,
Well,
I
mean-
want him to blow something up. So blow it up.
I know they have some female captains, but I think the big thing about that is that it went into the future, and it's like the first big Star Wars story that
Star
happened,
Trek.
Trek.
or Star Trek, sorry, that happened in the future. So it advanced past like what we know of as Star Trek. So they did like 1,000-year jump. Into
I'm
the
so
future.
glad that you said it that way because I was like, oh my God, Star Trek's in the future. That's so amazing. You corrected it. So bravo.
Start date 2021.
Right.
All right,
We're
okay,
in a
guys.
strange new world.
This is why I don't watch Star Trek. Okay, the ridicule, guys.
Food stuff. Can I have this one?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
yeah.
man.
Sweet. All right. So, reintroducing our food segment, KFC confirms the return of a mega viral sandwich. So, we're going to double down on some food news. Days after rumors spread regarding the return of a beloved KFC sandwich, the fast food chain has confirmed the whispers the Double Down is coming back, which brings us into a Double Down option.
Double down
Synopsis. All the chicken. Give me all the chicken.
James, it's all yours.
First introduced in 2010, the Double Down comes with no bun. In place of the bun are 2 extra crispy chicken breast fillets. Oh, yeah.
Just stop it.
And sandwiched between the chicken is cheese, bacon, and your choice of mayo or spicy sauce.
Or
There is
both.
something you guys forgot in that. It also comes with its own defibrillator.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever had a Double Down?
I did actually. So back in
Hell yeah, I know you
2010, when the
did.
Double Down came out, I got one because there was a KFC down the street from my house when I lived in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to that KFC and I got the Double Down, and I was kind of disappointed by it.
Well,
Really?
you guys, I'm sorry. I need a bread to meat to sauce ratio.
It is
And
a
this
bread
does
to meat
not
to
have-
sauce ratio because it's covered in
In bread.
floured breading,
Exactly.
which has meat on the
That's not
inside,
it.
which is
Okay.
then in between coated by, yeah, you're still getting it, but I know you
It's
want
not-
your hunk of bread.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not, but it's not the ratio that I'm used
No
to.
bread,
I think
it's
that's
healthy.
probably it.
It's healthy. No bread. Good.
So to excite you a little more, Frey girl, James, talk about the next part here.
Also, the chain is also introducing the new bacon and cheese chicken sandwich using the same ingredients as the Double Down, but using one of the chain's regular buns as usual. So instead of 2 chicken fillets, the bacon and cheese has 1 with bacon, cheese, and mayo on top. Pickles, for young Phil, are included in the bacon and cheese.
Yeah, no, pickles suck. No pickles.
No, you
We
gotta have
got
pickles.
buns, hon.
And you know, I like pickles. I don't know why pickles and chicken are always paired together. I don't
I
really see it.
love pickles and chicken
Because
together.
the
I just
South.
love them. Yeah, I love
The South.
They do that in the
Pickles,
South. Pickles and
chicken.
chicken.
Is that what
All
it is?
right.
Okay.
Well, KFC officials announced the limited time return of the sandwich, confirming its return to participating stores will begin March the 6th, which means you can
Yesterday.
go out right after the show and get one.
Oh yeah, it
Okay,
came out
and
yesterday.
we lost Thomas.
He
I'll do
ran
the
out to
next
get
one.
one.
And he might get
Oh
this
my
on while he's out
God.
there. So, in other food news, speaking of vodka, which I did earlier,
Ooh, Frey girl, you're all spicy.
I'm a spicy free girl today. All right, Sunny D vodka seltzer starting to hit store shelves.
Oh my.
So, wow,
That looks interesting, actually.
it's alcohol news, kids. It's alcohol news time,
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
Hard seltzer is currently one of the biggest beverage fads. And now iconic orange drink Sunny D is getting on the trend. It's probably now over. Just to let you guys know, if Sunny D is getting into it, the trend's probably over. Further details on the box indicate that the beverage is vodka with real fruit juice, sparkling water, natural orange flavors, and other natural flavors.
So it's
as
not Sunny D
well.
at all.
No, not at all. As well as the beverage is going to be gluten-free. Hey, you gluten-free peeps, you can
There you
drink
go.
this. There you go.
Gluten-free Sunny D vodka seltzer and my bunless, double down. Dude, I mean, so healthy.
There you go.
I'm going to be skinny as shit.
According to Vine,
Funny enough, without sauce, the double down's actually technically keto.
No, the breading.
It's not the breading
It's got
That's right,
and
the breading.
and the oil and the oil.
That's
according to Vine Pair, the 4-packs have an MSRP of $9.99 and will also be available in individual 12-ounce cans. Go get yours today.
Fun fact on this, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but did you guys see that Monster has seltzer?
Do they?
Oh,
That's crazy.
And Mountain Dew
Finding
has
new
some
way-
kind of hard
finding new
drink,
ways
right?
to kill us every day.
No, so the Monster seltzer, I saw somebody do a taste test of it,
Uh-huh.
right? And it comes in, so the case comes in 4 flavors. It's got original Monster flavor, I think like a citrus, fruit punch, and some other flavor. But apparently it doesn't have caffeine in it, right? It's just Monster flavored stuff.
Ew.
And the girl who reviews it, she tries the regular Monster flavored one. She goes, "This sucks. This basically tastes like Monster without the caffeine, and I don't want to drink this." But the other 3, she's like, "These are amazing," right? She's like, "These are probably the
wow.
best tasting seltzers that she had ever had." So she goes, in the end, she actually rated it pretty high. She said, aside from the Monster flavored seltzer, the rest of this is actually really good.
Well,
That's
that's cool.
interesting.
Maybe Sunny D will, pull something out of their ass. We don't know. But the beverage will be available at select Walmart locations starting officially on March 11th. New Sunny D vodka seltzer is starting to hit store shelves now.
Of course, it's in
Ooh, let's get it
Walmart.
before
That
it
makes
hits Walmart.
so much sense.
Yeah, it really does.
Only Walmart would have Sunny D flavored vodka seltzer.
Well,
Of
it's
course it would.
it's getting there March 11th, but you can go to the stores now and get it. Like Rayleigh's may have it right now.
Who?
Oh, wow.
Rayleigh's, you know
Wow.
Rayleigh's.
I don't
No,
think Rayleigh's-
I know
We don't
Winn
have
Dixie and
Rayleigh's.
Publix.
No.
So they only have it at Piggly Wiggly. So you're gonna have to drive yourself up to Georgia.
Yes, Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wigglies. We used to have a Piggly Wiggly here. We all went down to the Piggly Wiggly and got
All right.
ourselves some beverages.
Would you guys try this Sunny D vodka
I
seltzer?
actually do kind of want to try it. I do kind of want to try this.
Isn't
can't
it the thing that
so
Phil needs
sorry.
has to try everything?
Yeah,
Is
gotta-
kind
That
of
we
one of the
mentioned?
things that I do have to do. I do have to try everything that's on.
Yeah.
double down and
So-
a Sunny D.
The
I
double
would
down
like
I've
to
had
see it
before, though.
together. Double
Maybe
Down and the Sunny
maybe
D.
next episode, if the Sunny D thing is out, then maybe I'll try it on the episode.
There
Ooh.
you
bring
go.
that
Mix it with Dubby.
Mix it
Oh,
with your Dubby.
Oh my God, that would be horrible.
I would have a heart
Ooh.
attack. That would never happen.
Yes, you would.
Oh my
Don't-
God,
don't
that
do
would be Dubby D.
Dubby-
Dubby. No
Uh,
one send an email making him do that.
My God. So real quick, because Fours has to get going.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Before we do, because we are going to get into the breakdown, but I do specifically have a email that I have to read. I was going to wait till the end of the show, but I have an email that I have to read that is addressed 2 4s.
What?
Yeah. So let me pull this up for you
Wait.
real quick.
Not to you, not to me, not to Frey.
Yeah.
It's the Force.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we've been asking
Wow.
we've been asking people to send us emails forever, and the first email we get is specifically for 4s.
Oh, okay. Well,
That sounds about right. That tracks.
That's it.
And that-
hey,
and
we're
that-
interns. We don't get email. We
I
don't
was
have email.
expecting Phil to get the first letter.
No, and you know what? It's funny. It's funny because I was told that this was supposed to be for 4s, and opening up and reading it, it's only 1 line, and it's not for 4s.
Oh.
It says, "Dear hosts, I need more James on the show. He is sexy."
Oh, that is both
Thanks,
precious
Mom.
and
I was gonna say,
true.
did James send that one? Because
No.
sounds like
You want to know who sent that?
No. Before you reveal who it's sent from,
Uh-huh.
let me know. This screams your pal Stimpy.
That would be great, but love Graveyard.
Oh, see. Grave. Thanks, Grave.
Aw, Gravy likes
Though he
you.
probably doesn't
really
mean it.
likes
He-
you.
He probably meant it sarcastically, and he's just trying to dig at me. Oh,
James, take
what
the
a
W.
jerk!
Take
I
the
think it's
W.
more he's just trying to tell you that you are invited to things.
I don't believe. I think he's trying to play some mind games, and he's messing with me. I see what
That's
you're
it.
doing, Grave.
Your graveyard is truly the imposter in Among Us. That's what it is.
Exactly.
He is the sus one. That's true.
He is super sus. So with that being said, guys, 4s, I know you got it going. We don't want to keep you. You got work in the morning, man. So do me a favor and put yourself over.
All right. I am Fours FX. You can go to saberfont.com and get yourself some sound fonts for your lightsabers that you can get on kybercave.com. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can find me right here on Distance Nerding. On Mondays, Thursday nights after the build, and Friday nights, you can find me on Kyber Cave Productions YouTube channel doing my thing. In addition, I've been saying this forever, but I keep saying it. Mrs. Fours and I are going to be finishing up The Last of Us. I also host another show called Two Queens and a Fours. And as we are running down the days until my appearance in California, which is what, 5.5 weeks away now?
Getting closer.
I know life goes on, but I love my Kyber Cave fam. I love my Distance Nerding fam. I love my internet fam. So may the 4s be with you. Damn, he has his own tagline too.
Don't you stole
No.
my quote too? Damn. Oh my goodness, stealing it all.
Dun, 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 dun.
I will see you, cats. I will see you all on Thursday.
Thank you,
All right.
Force.
We love you, brother.
Bye. Love you guys too.
Man. All right. Before we move into the last segment here, guys, I've got a quick message from a friend of the show. I'm gonna let him speak real quick, especially since we were talking about him and his brothers earlier today. We've got a message from our good friend Donatello. Donatello, what do you got for us?
Hi, this is Donatello, the genius of the Ninja Turtles. When we're in the sewer and April and I are alone, kind of canoodling, we laugh our little turtle butts off at the Distance Nerding podcast. Booyakasha!
All right. Thanks a lot. We love you, Donatello. We will see you on the next show here. All right, guys. It is now time for us to get into some breakdown.
Break it down.
All right.
The production value keeps going up and up. Like the tacos that people are buying us, we know where it's going, and you can tell. That's amazing.
I know, right?
Mandalorian season 3, episode 1, chapter 17, The Apostate. The Mandalorian season 3 picks up sometime after the events of the Book of Boba Fett, setting Din Djarin on a path of redemption. He has committed the sin of removing his helmet in the presence of another, explaining why The Mandalorian season 3, episode 1 is called The Apostate.
Right, because he's an apostate at this point.
Which I didn't know was a word until this episode.
One who has been excommunicated, sir.
Thank you.
They say it a lot.
Thank
in
you,
the
Google.
Dragon Age games. So
Yeah.
All right, initial thoughts. What did you? And by the way, we should throw up some kind of spoiler thing, even though there's not. It was a good episode, but not a lot to spoil.
No worries. Let me throw up the spoiler real quick.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
We got to cut that by like 2 spoiler alerts. It's just a little too long spoiler alert.
I
Oh,
zoned
man.
out there for a minute, so
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
was in the alert. I became the alert.
Right. So initial thoughts. How excited were you coming into or coming out of season 2, coming out of Book of Boba, going into season 3 of Mandalorian? Were you
Well-
excited? Were you hyped? Were you
I was excited. I love the man. I've loved it since it started. Watched it religiously. I'm pretty
Religiously,
sure I'm
hmm.
a Mandalorian now.
like Death Watch religiously? Did you take your helmet off to watch this?
No, I'm totally Bo-Katan. I'm like on the Bo-Katan thing. You don't need a helmet. Why would you need a helmet? I mean, am I going to hide this hair in a helmet?
Right.
No. So I'm definitely on the Bo-Katan.
Can't have my helmet banging on this throne behind me. Come on now.
right.
I mean, Sabine does it all the time. So
Yeah, Sabine. I love Sabine Wren. I mean, she's like one of my favorites. She's actually, I would say, probably my favorite character in Rebels. So, and we just started season 3 of Rebels, so I know who Thrawn is. So I'm
yeah.
super excited about that now too. I'm like, oh, Thrawn, yeah, that's great.
isn't he completely terrifying in his delivery on
He-
everything?
Is deliciously evil,
He is.
and I mean that. Like he is. It's like he's so soft spoken, and he says so few words, but you know he gonna fuck you up.
He is everything I wanted Thrawn to be.
Yeah.
In like just any media version of that character, because he's
I-
always been a book character, right? So it's
Yeah.
like seeing him in some type of media where he gets to speak. The way that he delivers the lines is
Mhm.
terrifying, right? It's like just we will move
It's
on.
just so chilling.
Yes.
And he really doesn't change his vocal range that much. So it's really just the sound of his voice
And
and
he's-
how they animate him.
and he's completely calculating everything
Yeah.
he does.
And
Speaking of calculating, calculate your initial rating or hypeness going into season 3 of The Mandalorian, since that's what we're talking about.
Okay. So my hypeness is I was probably like before Last of Us, I would say it was 10 of 10. Like 10 Mandalorian helmets out of 10 completely vaporized Razor Crest. I mean,
Oh,
honestly.
goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I was that excited. But then I started watching The Last of Us and I was like, oh, it's father. It's baby. You know what I mean? I'm like,
mhm.
and so I think I was like, okay, I've gotten my Pedro, you know, I'm getting used to this Pedro and I like it. It's cool. And then it was like, oh, Mandalorian starting. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm super hyped about it. So I would say it probably went down to a 9 though, after Last of Us, like just seeing him in Last of Us. So
Because you got your fill of Pedro?
no, I didn't get my fill, but I got like I've been missing Grogu and Mando. And then you kind of see the actor who voices and sometimes does Mando in another situation where
Right.
he's having to protect a very important child,
Right.
and
Yeah.
he is losing his sanity almost at times because he feels like he's going to fail. And I think that there are a lot of parallels between them. And so when I saw it, I mean, it did hype me up more, but I was like, man, is this too much, Pedro? Is it going to be too much? Then I saw the episode and I went, no, it's never going to be enough Pedro. I must have Pedro all the time. He is father and baby. He is both.
Right. My hype level was high for this because I always
Mhm.
have great expectations for what the Mandalorian is going to be, and I wasn't disappointed at all. Like it definitely wasn't as long as I would have wanted it to be. I definitely wanted a little more, but at the same time, everything that happened in this episode was, exactly what you want out of a season opener, right? From the swerve at the very beginning of the show to
It was a swerve.
It was a complete swerve. But like the swerve at the very beginning to kind of just the lengths that they go, because there actually is a lot that happens in that first episode. He does go see Bo-Katan, he does go to Navarro, and you see that whole thing right there.
Navarro,
right? Shout out to our second episode ever. Does young Phil have a planet named after him?
Exactly, right? Is there a foray sector of the universe? No, there's not.
But let's get into these.
I'm in negotiations for my own planet.
I was gonna say, before we get into Easter eggs, James, what was your initial reaction? Were you hype?
I love me some Mando. I'll
Mhm.
be honest, and I'm loving Last of Us. And to be honest, I wasn't as hype on Andor as everybody else was. So I think me looking at Star Wars, I kind of like this family-oriented version of Star Wars. So I was 10 for 10. 10 knee rocket to 10 little chainmail armors for a baby.
Aww.
So I was super into this.
Yeah, the only thing I really thought, I was like, it was just short. To me, it just
Yeah.
ended too quickly.
I think it was
that was it.
37 minutes total.
Yeah.
Which for a Mandalorian episode is kind of short, but I mean, again, we have an entire 2 months worth of episodes that we're going to be watching here. So.
Well, I'll tell you why it felt short, because this episode was like Mandalorian's greatest hits, where he did a bunch of different things that were kind of connected, but weren't connected. It was like listening to a greatest hits album, where it's like, okay, do the thing where you come in and save everybody with a ship, done. Show baby Grogu, done. Show some pirates or bad guys. Yeah. Show Greek. Go hang out with Bo-Katan. Okay, great. It's like they did all these little pockets of things, go do the whole armor thing and the pounding and this is the way. Make sure you say this is the way. Okay, good.
God.
Yeah.
The shade Bo-Katan though, man. Oh, that scene, the shade. Oh
yeah.
What about the armorer throwing
wig
shade?
Yeah.
So good.
But I mean, yes, the armorer does throw some shade at him, but the shade that Bo-Katan throws at him was like genuine anger.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
that
could tell.
Yeah.
She was like, "Get the hell out of my throne room, you motherfucker." I mean, she really was.
By the way, I got to throw this out there. Graveyard just popped in the chat right after I just read his email, which is hilarious.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, that was it. This is the first time that we've come back to Mando. Like the first season and the second season, both episode ones, Mando was on the back foot.
Yeah.
He was behind and having to catch up. And this is the first time we've seen him actually ahead of the game. Like he's not on the back foot. He's like, look, I'm going to come and save you. Yeah, I know I'm an apostate and I'm going to change that. And I have a plan. And so it's like we didn't. So instead of it being he was on the back foot, they just introduced all the characters that are going to be important this season. He went to Greek. He went to Bo. The armorer. So, the Mandos are going to be in it. And he's got, Grogu, and he was teaching him how to fly a ship. So, I mean, it's showing that he's not on the back foot anymore. He has a lot of options and he's choosing to do this. And so, and that to me, I think is a new twist on a season premiere.
I will say this though, by the end of the episode, maybe it's just expectations, like nothing lives up to your expectations. I wasn't as hype for the rest of the season of Mando based on this episode, only because they set up the premise and the whole journey that he's going to do is to go take a bath, on Mandalore. Like basically. That's it. Not like saving a baby.
I think it's gonna be. I think that's what he's initially thinking he's going to do, but I really think his mission is to
Take a bath.
yeah. After he takes the bath, which
Right.
come on, if
Needs a
he's
chainmail
been in that
loofah.
armor,
Great.
oh, he's stinky. But
Right.
I think
Chainmail
it's gonna
loofah.
be to unite all of the Mandalorians. However, that is unite under him, unite under Bo, unite under somebody else. There
Yeah.
may be a phantom Mandalorian that's going to take over that we don't even know about yet, and that's the cool thing about the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
We
the
don't
scene
know.
we're looking at right now is exactly what you're saying. You know,
Yeah.
this is a scene on whatever planet or moon that they were on with the big huge alligator. You know,
Yeah.
they may be in Florida. Who knows? This may
Right.
be a cave in Florida.
Hold on, sir. We are joined by a rogue
Hey.
graveyard.
Hello.
Mostly.
Hello.
Hello,
Graveyard.
graveyard.
Ooh.
What are your thoughts on the Mandalorian?
We got your sarcastic email.
It wasn't sarcastic. Is from the heart.
You're
there.
being sarcastic
He
about
was
being sarcastic.
professing his love to you, and you rejected him.
I'm used to it.
This is the way.
This is the way.
All right, let's get into. We're talking some Mando. Have you seen Mando?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, let's get into these Easter eggs, man.
Okay.
And it's
Did you-
appropriate because Easter is coming up.
Exactly.
Hello.
Catholic. We're all Catholic. You know how they do that new opening scene
Yeah.
with the different
Mhm.
helmets? This one, kind of like Marvel, how Marvel's like doing their intro screen,
Mhm.
and it's always catered to like that specific movie or you know
Yeah.
IP. They did that for Mando, so it was
Yeah,
all
so cool.
Mandalorian besides Darth Vader.
Yeah.
It was all Mandalorian helmets. So it was like R2, Fennec Shand, Imperial TIE Fighter pilot Bo-Katan, IG-11, a scout trooper, the armorer, and then of course Din Djarin himself. So I
Yeah.
thought that's kind of cool that like, oh,
That was
okay.
a really cool touch. And I'm glad that they're doing little things like that because to me, that's fan service.
Yeah,
And
and
that's like the coolest fan service
Yeah,
you can do.
it relates it more to what you're watching, and it kind of like it's one of those things that is meant to hype you up even more.
And they can do it with this show because there's a lot of helmets. I don't think if they tried to do it for Andor and suddenly you're seeing all these people's faces, that's gonna be creepy. It's gonna be really creepy and uncanny valley, and it's just weird. So
That's why they always do droids in
and other
helmets.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you guys feel this is any different than the chalkboard in The Simpsons? Though it's quite to me, it's the same.
That's really what it is.
Yeah,
It really feels like it's just a once glimpse and Easter egg hunt at this point in time. To me, you're phrased right. It is fan service, and you're trying to then pick out all these elements.
I think it's also something fun that you can be like, oh my God, this is so cute. I love Star Wars and they did this. This is awesome. And then you kind of just like move on. Like you're like, okay, that was great. Now what's going on? So
I just skip intro.
You're
So
what's wrong with
rude.
this industry graveyard.
I mean,
All right,
You
let's
don't
get
even
into some
watch the credits, do you? Oh my God, I can't deal with you right now.
Since Graves missing it all, let's give him the Easter eggs that he missed from fast forwarding and not paying attention. Combing his beard. I don't know what he does. Writing
Oh my God. When they told
sarcastic
us
emails.
everything that was going to happen in the episode in the beginning, like everything that was going to happen, it wasn't even the episode. I think didn't they tease some like stuff for like the mid-season stuff? Oh my God, that was fantastic. I can't believe anybody would skip that. Not really. Oh my God, it's the second time I got you guys tonight.
Oh man! All right, so let's talk about this mythosaur skull that we see when the armor is showing up at this in this opening scene here.
Yeah, she has a whole skull of like a mythosaur skull. Like I don't know if it's life size. I don't know how big a mythosaur was, but it's like, is that made of Beskar? Like the whole thing is about like we don't have much Beskar, and you gotta You got a wall decoration of a mythosaur.
I think that's
Just
a
chilling?
passed down from generations type of thing.
More than likely, it probably is, and I think that's like worst case scenario. If you're really out of Beskar, then you melt that down and you turn it into armor. I mean, because mythosaurs are supposed to be giant. Like these things are supposed to dwarf rancors.
Yeah, it's probably just an emblem, and it's just the emblem of, hey, we're Mandalorians. This is our.
It's
this
like
is
the
part of our
symbol
creed.
of Mandalore.
Yeah.
It's their clan banner. It is their Ingram. It is their whatever you want to call it. What you know, if you get your seal, for your clan of your heritage,
Oh,
right?
this guy just finished playing Destiny because he just mouthed just all kinds of Destiny lingo right there. It's your clan banner. It's your Ingram.
Well, no, it's your family seal, your family, your crest.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's how I viewed it.
Not necessarily that, because remember, even like Boba's or Jango's family wasn't a part of Death Watch, right? And it's the mythosaur itself. I think
That's for like all of Mandalore.
right, because it's supposed to be the creature that Mandalore himself rode. Like Mandalore's great rode a mythosaur.
Exactly. But as the scene keeps going, we did see the sigil of Clan Vizsla.
Right.
One of the flags that came walking by along with some of the Death Watch guys. So that kid was getting, I guess, sworn in to Death Watch.
It's probably like a almost like a bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah.
Quinceañera.
Quinceañera, right?
Mandalorian quinceañera.
Yes, totally. It's a quinceañera. I love quinceañera.
That's the name of the episode, Mandalorian quinceañera.
Oh my God, that's happening.
That's
right now.
Right. But no, I mean, it is like that. It's like a rite of passage. Like he's becoming a man, and that's why he has to keep the helmet on all the time. So when you're a kid, you don't have to, but now you're taking the responsibility. That's how I saw it. And so I think the important part of it was that he didn't finish his vow to never remove his helmet.
Well,
I
remember,
think that's where this is going.
right. Remember, what they were really showing was the vow from like the beginning on out, right? Because it's, you know, number one, this is the ceremony where you become a Mandalorian. And remember, in the first season, you know, foundlings are the future, right? So this kid is definitely a foundling. This kid is definitely kind of, you know, now getting his first piece of armor so that he can kind of grow in his journey as a Mandalorian.
Yeah, totally.
But
I can't wait till we see Grogu's. That's gonna be so
yeah.
cute.
Like I mentioned the swerve, right? Nobody here, and if you say otherwise, you're lying. No one here didn't think that was Din as a kid.
Right.
You're a liar. No, I'm kidding.
We
I
all,
thought it was
absolutely
100% thought that this was Din Djarin graduating into becoming, you know, a full-fledged Mandalorian, and then the whole, you know, crocodile Florida man monster thing that pops up, you know, like we weren't expecting.
That's the crocodile on bath salts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like we weren't expecting that this Naboo fighter was going to come in and just obliterate this thing. And it's like, wait, that wasn't Din? That's Din with the swerve.
Right? Oh yeah.
But you know, Frey, I think you'd hit something. I think this is a foreshadow of what Grogu's gonna do, whether it's this season or next season. But yeah, I think this is it. This is the setup. Oh, that's so good.
Do you think it's a foreshadow, or just think this is the oath that Jin took that he broke? Like this is saying this is the oath he took, and this is the oath he broke to come full circle.
Or the oath that he'll have to retake or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll see Grogu go through it. Now, whether he
Grogu
does it or not.
Speak. So how does he take the oath? Unless
you didn't hear what Favreau said and Filoni?
He's gonna speak this season?
Yeah.
Well, they also said there's no end to this show either.
Yeah. So I mean, they don't have an end plan, but I do see that being something, because as Grogu becomes more enveloped in the Mandalorian doctrine, I think he's going to do it. I think he will. I don't know if he'll complete it. I don't know if he'll have that crisis of, should I do this? Should I not? And I think Den's going to be part of that. This season, I think, is going to be really a growing season for Den and Grogu, not just them getting closer, but how do we want to impact not just our race, but all races, because they're different and they've got this little Jedi, and he is a little Jedi. He's got the powers. And so I do think that we will see that. I don't know if it'll be this season. I just think the interruption of the creed that they were, that they were doing, I think that is telling that the Death Watch may not survive this.
Right. All right, let's keep going, because I think there's some canonizing that's been happening. So,
are you going to talk about the whales?
No, we'll get there. We'll get to the Purgs. We'll get to the Purgles. But the glassing. So you know how Mando had that piece of glass, and that's part of what happened in the extended universe. Is that the Empire bombed Mandalore, and now it's uninhabitable and it's glass. So they brought that into canon.
Now they did mention it before, because she does mention the Night of the Night of Broken Glass, which is supposed to be what that is.
I thought it was. I thought it was called the Night of 1,000 Sorrows.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: if we're talking EU, do we think we'll see Boba become the head Mando?
I don't know.
I don't
and
think
the
so.
thing is,
I don't think so.
I think that they've gone a different route in having Boba become the leader of Tatooine.
You don't think that's a stepping stone to the head of Mando?
I don't think he's going that route. As much as it would be cool to see Boba Fett go that route, I think Din Djarin is going to be that character. I think Din Djarin is going to become Mandalore.
Do you think it'll end that way versus what we think how Rogue One ended?
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. So the inscription that they brought in on that piece of glass is in Arabish, right?
Right.
But if you translate it,
No, it's in the Mandalorian language, the whatever they call it, Manclo or whatever. I can't remember what they call it, but it is actually in the Mandalorian language.
Okay.
New Rockstars talked about that, but it was in that
but
language.
it's a passage from the Bible,
Yeah.
from Exodus.
Yep.
And so it's all about Moses coming to save, the Jews that were enslaved and getting them out, right? So in a way, are they foreshadowing that Mando will be the Moses and bring all these Mandalorians together and get them out of hiding and bring them back to some kind of promised land that may be Mandalore itself?
So you think that he is the chosen one to bring the nomads that have been scattered across the universe together back into the Mandalorian planet and establish new settlement? That's a homestead.
He's going to do, and I mean, again, this is almost foreshadowing, but I think that he is going to. This is why I think he becomes Mandalore. He is going to do what Mandalore the Great did. Mandalore the Great, his claim to fame really was unifying all the different tribes of the of the different Mandalorians, and
he holds the dark saber.
Oh yeah, but as also establishing a planet for them, because when Mandalore the Great was, there were nomads when Mandalore the Great became his thing, and they established themselves on an uninhabited planet, which is now Mandalore.
Right. What if Navarro becomes the new Mandalore?
That would be cool too. But what I'm going more at is that, and I'm sure you guys all get what I'm coming at, but I think that again he's gonna parallel the original Mandalore the Great and be the new Mandalore the Great by taking all these different tribes of the Mandalorians and bringing them together. Where I get really interested in this is, does he end up forsaking forsaking Death Watch, and does he eradicate Death Watch, or does he find a way to fold them in?
Well, the question is, does he keep the zealots versus the heathens, essentially?
Right.
Part of I can answer that, but it's also part of my prediction of what happens.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that I think by the end of the season, We're gonna find out that the mythosaurs, that there is still a mythosaur around, and that Din Djarin's gonna ride him.
And again, that would be more like prophecy, right?
Yeah.
That Din Djarin is destined to lead Mandalore, because if he has the Darksaber and he rides the mythosaur, you know, he's essentially Jesus at this point. He's a reincarnation of Mandalore the Great.
Yeah, and prophecies are a tricky thing.
Yeah.
They don't always work out the way you want. I mean, Tyrion's right. They're gonna bite your prick off. I
thing
mean,
is-
that's what's gonna happen.
The thing
So
is, I don't think there's actually a prophecy though. Like, I don't think there's a prophecy of the return of Mandalore the Great. I think he's just paralleling Mandalore the Great, and that's what's going to help him get more Mandalorians to follow him, is because
I hope that's the way that they go, and I hope that it's not, oh, they're, you know, suddenly they'll find in some of the glass, you know, oh, there's this prophecy. I don't want that. I don't
think that'll
want
happen.
that. I think that they've done that. They've done that with the Skywalkers. It's been done. Let's move on from that.
I only
I
talk
mean,
about that. Never happened. Never happened.
Speaking of moving on, let's move on to some Purgles.
yes. So let's talk about these Purgles. This is kind of a big deal.
So you're on season 3 of Star Wars Rebels, so you
I
haven't
s-
finished.
I haven't finished, but I already know the ending because I'm everywhere.
Right.
And so I already know that Thrawn and Ezra do their thing and go into the unknown regions with the Purgles, and that's so they can save the rest of the rebels.
Exactly. You know, I think this is a bit of foreshadowing. You know, this is Dave Filoni putting in, you know, a little Easter egg that'll pay off down the road.
Right.
I
And,
think
and
it's going to pay off in Ahsoka. I think that's when we're
Oh, yeah.
really going to start seeing stuff is Ahsoka
Well,
when it comes to Thrawn and that.
Didn't Favreau just say this week that Ahsoka is the linchpin to all of this?
Yeah.
Like that it's the
He did.
jumping point for the rest of the series.
But they
Yeah,
also said that Ahsoka is going to be a
Standalone.
thing.
Yeah. She's going to connect it all together, but she's not going to interact with the other shows.
Right.
So all the like threads that'll be put in the different shows will pay off in her show, but she won't. And I think at some point she will. I think there's going to be a point where all the shows come together, and it may be the after Ahsoka's over, like after that show is over, and they come together like that. But I do think eventually they're gonna come together.
Does Grogu talk to animals? No, that's Ezra that talks to animals.
Well, I mean, that's a Force ability. So technically, Grogu could do that. We don't know how many people have that ability, probably because it wasn't used that much. And since Ezra wasn't traditionally trained, and technically neither was Grogu, this could be something that it's like, you know, remember battle meditation when they introduced that in Coder?
Yeah.
Cooter?
Nobody had ever heard of that. Yeah, Coder. Knights of the Old Republic.
Knights of the Old
Yeah.
Republic.
Well, I
And-
mean, in the EU, Jason was able to do that too.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not
Yes.
unheard of. I just think it's not a force power that's used that much because the Clone Wars Jedi were more about battle and less about understanding the force and and communications and what you can do around that.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. That makes sense. Yes. Anyway, I think this is just foreshadowing for Ahsoka or something, whether Grogu is a part of that or not. I think it's just Dave Filoni being like, hey, can special effects team, can you just put a Purgle or two in the background?
Yeah, it was so cool.
Just
too.
so-
And
just for
he's
the nerds.
only
Do it
one
for the
that saw
nerds.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
especially like already going through hyperspace, and we know that hyperspace was designed to mimic Purgles, right? So I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's kind of the cool thing is you get that little Easter egg, but then I think it does kind of it's the way that we're gonna go ahead. Like I honestly think that we are gonna see at least one Rebels character within this, or there's gonna be mention of Sabine at some point in this if we're going like deep. Like,
Callbacks. Yeah.
Right, or not even seeing Sabine, like maybe we'll see Clan Ren.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I'm betting we'll see somebody from Clan Ren.
Yeah.
And we might see like a them talking to Sabine or something, like just like an image, and then it gets off the screen because somebody's talking to them. You know what I mean? Like it may be something like that.
Or maybe like the start of an episode is literally like, you know, the Wren family going through something like earlier on within like, you know, the Mandalorian storyline, and Sabine is like a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. All right, let's keep going. Going back to Navarro because that's what we
James
do.
always wants to talk about planets that are named after him.
Because that's my last name. Since we're back on Navarro, what do you guys think of the whole IG-11, the whole statue thing? And going
That
back
was
to like
insane.
How is IG-11's body still recoverable after being blown up by by a thermal detonator in his chest? Like half of his body.
If the Death Star can fall into 2 pieces into the ocean,
Yeah, you know what? That's true. That's true. Oh my god! Because in the movies, it was completely blown to pieces, and then all of a sudden, it's in the ocean. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yup. It's called a plot device.
Right.
I wasn't like into the whole like let's bring IG-11 back. But I think it's a setup. I think there's going to be a payoff later. You know, the Babu Frick dudes are gonna get him to come back. They're gonna need another gun, and then all of a sudden IG-11 is gonna come walking out.
after Grogu eats one of them, yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, Grogu wants them as
He wanted to hug
pets.
them.
He's
He
not
wanted to hug
eating
them.
them.
I do like the idea of when they got his power core working again. He went back to his original programming and pretty much kill everybody. Like I like that because it's showing that IG-11
reset.
Right. Like I mean, it's they power cycled him, right? And like you know.
What did you think of that special effects? You know, I'm glad Graves here because it felt very like I was gonna say Terminator, but like the way they like did it, it felt almost like Evil Dead.
You're saying it felt like Wanda crawling out of the mirror dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very Sam Raimi. It is a cross between the partial Deadite and T2. Honestly, it really is.
Yeah.
But it was creepy.
Oh, I mean that's the idea because the IG series are notoriously bad. Like you don't want to face them. You know, obviously we have IG-11, we have IG-88, we have the Bounty Hunter and all that stuff. That it's really rare for them to go off their programming and to see them factory reset essentially their phone or their droid at this point in time. You know, it's yes, I think he'll get the part, but he won't be the same that he remembers. It's going to be essentially what we see with Mary Jane in Spider-Man movies, that she's there, but her essence isn't there. She doesn't know Peter Parker. He's not going to know Mando.
It's going to be like C-3PO in the last.
Kind of. I mean, because
except it'll last longer than 2 minutes. Yes.
Right.
I mean,
but no, it'll be like
because
that,
especially because we don't have Quill to like program him like that again. You know, like the little Bobble freak dudes. They'll probably
Anzellans.
So it's like the Anzellans, they'll probably be able to reprogram him in a way where he can be manageable, but he's not going to be the same character.
No, he's not going to be completely loyal to Grogu, and I think that's what. Mando
because they're not going to know that they
about.
need to program him as a nanny, not the way that Quill programmed him.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I miss Quill.
I'm looking at my other Easter eggs real quick. Oh yeah, the Western feel, like the whole.
Oh yeah.
Outside the school bar type thing.
Right, and not just that. I mean, like it was cool because we got introductions to new characters at that point. We got Bane, who was a awesome character that I felt was a great introduction to characters that really feel like Mandalorian characters. You know, like characters that fit in that show. What was the name of the of his boss?
Oh my, that captain guy with the seaweed.
Sorgan, something like that. Sorgan.
Yeah.
Sorn.
Pirates of the Caribbean was his name, I think.
Right.
It is Bill Nighy, I believe.
I mean, he 100% looked like Bill Nighy's character from.
No, I was getting Sigmund the Sea Monster. Like, really had a bad time after he left Earth
Yeah.
feelings, but you know,
Well,
I'm immortal.
Let me ask you this, because Star Wars generally is on humanoid based creatures. Do you think that the Mandalorian is a great way to get other alien species more in the forefront and have stuff like this be able to do it?
Well, they have been doing that. They've been
Yeah,
doing
they
that a
really
lot within the show itself. Like we've been seeing a lot of characters that we have seen in Star Wars, but never seen them like, you know, in the forefront. You know, like the heist episode in season 1. You know, like we got a lot of characters that, you know, we saw more out of Twi'leks than we've ever seen in.
We've got a Devorian. I mean,
Well, it's because the Empire, you know, looked down upon the alien species, that they were lower class, they were enslaved servants at that point in time, just like, you know, the Wookiees were.
Right.
And I think that's what, you know, we're kind of seeing, that we're seeing that break between the Empire and the New Order, or First Order, whatever that was, right?
Right.
And that they also followed that same mentality. So we're able to see these alien species in the Outer Rims and areas like this.
Mon Calamari. We had a Mon Calamari just walking down the street.
Like, he didn't tell me it was a trap.
like a
So,
But it was a trap. But it was a trap.
No, but I really do. I mean, I think that that's something that they're doing really well, is still keeping that Western
Yeah.
Right.
mix in there, even though it is becoming more epic quest to do
Yeah.
something. They're still keeping that, hey, we're really gunslingers, guys. Sorry.
Right. Right.
So I
Especially
did
when
like
they're
that.
on Navarro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I love the man with no name feel, where he's just kind of like sitting in the background as Grief is talking to Vane, and he's just kind of standing there as like hired gun, right?
Mhm.
And then like as soon as something starts going down, he, like, you know, you see him reach for his gun, and it's like so gunslinger, and it's perfect. You
well,
know,
he's have gun will travel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. So
but not as much comedy.
Yeah. So moving on to this last Easter egg that we have real quick.
Yeah.
Will make a lot of the cancel culture fans happy. The people who are pissed off about cancel culture and all that. They mentioned Cara Dune and kind of gave her a larger role, even though we're not seeing her. She's obviously hasn't been killed off, right? Marshall Cara Dune has been officially like brought in and said that they said she's part of the Republic Special Forces now, and that's why you don't see her on she's not a marshal on Navarro anymore.
Right.
You know, so I mean, like, it's kind of a thing where they're not ruling out the possibility that Cara Dune will come back. Now the thing is that how do they bring her back? Is she going to be Gina Carano again, or is she going to be recast? You know, kind of like, do we see Cara Dune again, or is this just we just see her in mentions at this point?
And then they like, oh, she died on this planet, like just something that comes across the wire or something, you know.
Right. You know, like, I mean, they can easily do an off-screen kill on her. You know,
And
Or
they
they
can
just
bring her
don't need to
back.
talk about her anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
they're, you know, we're done. Moving on. I think that's how it's gonna be, is that they're not gonna mention her
right
anymore until, for whatever reason, Disney and her, you know, make amends. But until that happens, Cara Dune is gone.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know what I know they had some stuff planned for her,
Right.
but I don't know how integral it was to the plot. And if somebody else couldn't do
Right.
what-
Rangers of the New Republic was supposed to be a combination of those pilots that we saw in season 1, but
And
then
like
also
her
Cara
and-
Dune.
yeah.
I think all that gets funneled into Carson Teva, one of the X-wing pilots, you know?
Yeah.
What's his name? Like Paul. What's it? I can't remember his name. Paul Sung Hyung.
Yeah.
He was on Kim's Convenience. I think all that, like, hey, we need you as like to help out the Republic. It all gets funneled to him. So that's the dialogue.
Right.
But
And,
anyway,
and I liked that they did the service to her, just saying, hey, here's what happened. But
Right. She didn't just disappear as a character. Right.
Yeah, I didn't feel like her not being there for that episode took anything away from it.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk predictions.
Okay.
I mean, we're only one episode in, so let's talk some predictions. What do you guys think we'll see out of season 3 for Mando?
I mean, I've already mentioned a lot of the things that I think
Yeah,
are
I was
going to
gonna
happen,
say,
right? Yeah, like we've
kinda.
kind of already been talking a lot about that through the through this whole segment. I mean, you know, I have a feeling that they're going to start, if it doesn't happen this season, they're going to start moving towards Din being Mandalore, or he being the not reincarnation, but just kind of being like the second coming of Mandalore the Great. Again, I think the execution should be not that, because I don't know what they're gonna do, but I mean the execution should be that it's not a prophecy thing, that he just becomes Mandalore the Great because of his actions.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Grave, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with young Phil that he's going to become the new Mandalore, right?
Don't
That
agree
they
with
need-
young Phil.
I mean, the question is, I guess the question is, where does all end, right? Because we don't see the Mandalorians essentially anything going forward right now, but this is a good step into the sequel trilogy after the sequel trilogy at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
That they kind of become recluse, they reestablish themselves. I mean, I think we're gonna have a brief appearance of Boba Fett, and they're gonna try for that second season of this.
Yeah, I think Boba and Fennec. I think we'll get a Fennec thing too.
Yeah.
Fennec
Like
should
he'll have to rally the troops.
Yes.
Like how Boba had to rally the troops.
Right.
Well, if he goes to
Shan is definitely-
Tatooine,
Yeah.
it's
I was gonna say
easy
Fennec
to-
Shan is definitely a character that people love.
Yeah.
So I mean, like as much as everybody
Who
hated
doesn't
on
love
Boba,
Ming-Na?
yeah, I know, right? As much as people hated on Boba, everybody loved Fennec Shan. I don't think
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw anybody complain about Fennec Shan in general.
Mhm.
So I mean, you know, it makes sense to bring Boba and Fennec back. Yeah.
I also think obviously we're gonna see Moff Gideon again at some point.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
I think we're gonna see Kay Sackhoff again. She's too big of a name to just have in such a short amount of time.
Oh, definitely. I mean, even in the trailer, they've showed you know, lines that we haven't seen yet. So we know we're going to see Katie Sackhoff. We know we're going to see Bo-Katan. Maybe she turns a leaf and she decides to help Din, right? Maybe
I was gonna say she may be the villain of this season, and we don't know yet.
And I was going to say that might be another thing too. Another possibility is that, you know, she feels that she's been slighted by Din because he has the Darksaber. And I mean, remember the rules of having the Darksaber is you have to defeat them in combat, right? So
Right.
she may be, you know, thinking like, I need to fight. And also with this episode, she obviously blames Din for what happened.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know, she holds a lot of anger at Din, even though she didn't, you know, jump at him and go crazy at him, like really get mad at him. You can see there's like a lot of anger and resentment towards Din because all of her troops took the basically became space pirates because they didn't believe in her cause anymore, and she's gonna blame Din for that.
Yeah. I also think that this is gonna be the season that leads up to the reformation of Mandalore, whether it's on Mandalore itself, and eventually we're gonna have a time jump where he becomes de facto leader and doesn't like it, and then he has to go out and have adventures. I think we're gonna have a time jump after this season.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's actually a good
Yeah.
point.
Well, I mean, they did talk about it, or Favreau talked about it. It's been like years.
2
that
I
this
think
has
2
been-
years, 2 or 3 years, something like that.
Right, because I think this is all going to lead up to them seeing the First Order come to fruition and not doing anything.
I don't know, because Filoni mentioned earlier this week that there are no plans to cross over with the sequel series at all.
They're going to hit it at some point in time. It's going to be mentioned.
Yeah, but I mean, like well, what's funny is he said that there's no plans on crossing over with the sequel series, but we just got you know, we just got the Angelians in this episode, which are from the sequel series.
My prediction out of this, you know, like we're on this journey, his religious journey to bathe in the sewers of Mandalore, whatever it's called. But I think what's gonna
waters.
The living
of
waters.
Mandalore.
That's Yeah, sewers are living waters. Come on now. I'm sorry, being rude. But what I think what's going to happen is that he's going to do all this and he's going to realize it's not about religion. You know, what
Yeah.
he's searching for isn't religion or being part of being Mandalorian, but I think he's searching for family, and I think he's going to realize that family is who you make it. You know, it's going to be him, Grogu, Grief Karga, whoever else. You know, that's it. You know, it could be IG-11. You know,
I also-
that's his
Sedaris'
family.
character.
Yeah.
I also feel like his eyes are going to be open to what Mandalorians actually are. I think he's going to realize that he's been in a cult for like the longest time. Like his entire upbringing was in a cult, and that there is more to being Mandalorian than just what Death Watch has taught him. You know, I think he's going to learn. He's going to kind of like meld the honor that he has with kind of like what Mandalorians are now. You know, because right now his only interactions with other Mandalorians outside of Death Watch is Bo-Katan and her
and Boba
and Boba Fett, right? And I mean, knowing that, you know, Boba's kind of a one-off situation. Like he kind of just honored that, you know, you have lineage of a Mandalorian, but you're no longer a Mandalorian. But the reason you can wear your armor is because, you know, it is your right as the son of a Mandalorian to have that armor. I think he realizes that Boba is not technically a Mandalorian anymore, right? But I believe that with his interactions with Bo-Katan and with all of her group and whatnot was like the small thing. I think he still thinks that Death Watch is the belief that Mandalorian should have. And when he goes to Mandalore and realize that the entire planet is still inhabited and it's not glass the way that Death Watch thinks it is, and sees a thriving civilization of Mandalorians that are just separatists, I think he's going to realize like, oh, you know, that maybe I am wrong. Maybe my beliefs in following Death Watch are wrong. Maybe I am in a cult, and he deprogrammed himself for being in a cult.
So like, this is not the only way.
Right. Well, but I mean, I believe that he's still gonna cling to a lot of his honor and the way that he's been brought up, but he's also gonna be open to newer ideas. He's gonna be okay with taking his helmet off. He's gonna be, you know, his code of honor. Like he's not excommunicated, and he cannot no longer be a Mandalorian. You know, things like that.
So
I guess-
overall, were you happy with episode 1?
I haven't predicted anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
better predict stuff, man. Come on.
You've been predicting stuff the whole time.
Well, I actually have a prediction that
Mhm.
none of you have even thought of.
Go for it.
So, you know, they're in space and there's all this space stuff, but it's really feudal and all that fun stuff, right? So here's my
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
prediction. Bo-Katan and Din, they're not going to fight because Bo wants all of the Mandalorians to come together so that they can be united. She
Right.
doesn't want to fight with their people.
Right.
And Din doesn't want to fight with his people. So neither one of them really want to fight with each other. Yeah, Bo is pissed at him.
Yeah.
And she is mad that her followers left. And
Right.
she's gonna be mad. And you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna propose to him. They're gonna get married. She's gonna run the day-to-day stuff. Din's gonna get to go do his thing. They got a family, and now he can do what he wants. He's got the dark saber, but she gets to rule. And I think that's what's gonna happen.
That's some Game of Thrones.
No, and I can
action right
see
there.
that happening. My only thing is I don't know if Bo-Katan would be okay with being ruler by marriage. I think she wants the honor and the right to
Well,
be the rightful ruler of Mandalore.
Din's gonna need the royal blood and everything that goes with that. And she needs the dark saber. I think they're gonna form an alliance, and I think it's going to be through marriage. I don't think it's going to be a true marriage. I think it's going to be a political marriage to help
Right.
unite the clans. And I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I do think that that's going to be something that happens in the season. They are way too militaristic and feudal for it not to be something that you have to do something in a public arena that shows these two enemies are willing to put aside their differences for the good of the the race, and that those people, and then that's going to get everybody together. And however it works out, it works out. I do think at some point they are going to fight, but I think it's going to be after they get married. I think it's going. That's
So
going to
combat of the bed.
God.
No, I mean they're really going to fight.
I
It's not
think
going to be combat of the bed.
I
don't
do
think that-
believe that they're gonna fight, but I believe that because of the way that Din is, I think Din takes a fall.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like, take this motherfucking thing away from me.
Yeah,
do not
I
want
think
it.
he doesn't want the responsibility. I think that they do get. I don't know if they're gonna get married. I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea of that, but I do believe that at some point they're gonna fight. It's gonna be a public fight, so it's gonna be something on Mandalore where she challenges him. He agrees to a fight, but he plans to take the fall so that he can take the Darksaber and she can have the responsibility.
The reason I think they might join, like there's a union and that they get married or whatever the Mandalorians do. They may not even get married on Mandalore. I don't know. But the reason I think that is I think ultimately it's not going to be Din that's going to be the man, like the parallel the Mandalore. It's going to be Grogu. And Grogu will inherit the Darksaber after the union because his father won it. And his mother, if she does beat Din, she will also have won it. So it would be his by right.
Ooh, what if he gets stabbed? You know, and Grogu needs penicillin. He's got to go for it.
Season 4 is Grogu is Grogu the quest for penicillin. Is
Exactly.
the quest for antibiotics.
Right.
He
But
takes
I
the
honestly,
Darksaber.
I was thinking about that before the episode happened. I was like, I could totally see this happening, that they join their houses.
Yeah,
They
and-
join and that's how Grogu gets the Darksaber and becomes Mandalore.
I was just thinking right now, the penicillin,
pretty good.
the penicillin of the Star Wars universe is midichlorians.
Exactly.
It's I was gonna
It's-
say
it's
Grogu
back
can
to-
heal him. He's already done that. So it's not like
Yeah.
you know, he doesn't need penicillin.
All right, guys, because we are way over time right now. Give me your rating, guys. Go ahead and give me your rating out of 10.
Grave, go.
3 eaten eggs by Grogu out of 10.
Wow.
Wow.
3? You didn't like it at all.
It was
huh?
too short.
Yeah.
That's what we all
I
said
did
that
mention
before
that.
we got on. We were
I did
like,
mention
yeah,
it was
it's
too short.
Yes.
Frey girl, go.
I'm gonna give it 8 Babu Fricks out of 10 glass pieces for Mandalore.
I like it.
What's up?
Young Phil.
I'm gonna give this also 8 Purgles
Good one.
out of 10 pirate fights in space.
That was a good like space battle.
It
That
was.
really was.
You know what it reminded me of? Because again, there weren't very many things in the prequel trilogy that were like, you know, like that stood out. It reminded me of Obi-Wan being chased by Jango Fett in the asteroid field.
Yeah, I totally got that. The whole like prequels and yeah.
Yeah, it was the same vibe.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I like that fight scene, by the way.
Yeah, that fight scene was awesome.
Yeah.
One of the best things in one of the only redeeming qualities of
It
episode.
felt very Top Gun. I was into it. I give this 8 best of Steve Miller Band CDs out of 10 Journey's greatest hits CDs because this was just the greatest hits of Mandalorian season 1 and 2. Just like we get you on Navarro, we get a bunch of Mandalorians, we get fighting a big huge monster. We get a dog fight.
Yeah.
We get a Western scene. We get Grogu playing around, moving things with his hands.
That's pretty funny, man.
You guys didn't know, but that was actually what happened to Crokey after Loki.
Oh, I just figured that was Gamora from Godzilla universe.
Oh my god. You guys know what my favorite thing about this whole thing is?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you know what it is, right?
You
It's
know?
that we got merch, people.
We got merch, people. Hats are $35. I think the one hat is like $35. If you want more than one hat, you're gonna have to steal it from Grave, and then we'll drop the
Two left.
drop that price down to $30. But we only have Galaxy Gray left, so you can steal the
Great for the
Baller
summer.
Black from Grave. But if you want a shirt,
Yeah, we've got
you want a
plenty of
Distance
shirts.
Nerding shirt? Yeah. Okay, they're only $20.
The kids are in the room.
Yeah, or 25 if we got to ship it to you, and I know where you live, so just $20, family discount. Okay, we got a bunch of different sizes. So, yeah, if you want more shirts or more merch, go check out our buddies Lucharillas at lucharillas.com.
Luchirilla.
They got shirts, they got bottle openers, they got what else? They got bump
They got
boxes,
hella merch.
They got all the coolest stuff.
Hell's a merch.
Hell's a merch.
I got a new shirt today
from Lucharillas.
No.
Oh, DN shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But you want
to?
Can I show you? Can I show you a little something? It's screwed up because I got it done. Shout out to
Is it your butt?
Sticker
We don't
Mule.
want to see your butt.
No, Sticker Mule. Dumbasses. Look, it looks cool, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
look at the. Where is it? Oh, this side. They Oh, you can't really see. They left the white.
Yep.
Oh, under the eye. Yeah.
Under the eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Oh,
it's
a
like
little bit
this
under the
junk
cheeks.
shirt. It looks really good, except for that. And I'm like, no. What am I going to do with this?
It looks like you've worn it a while.
I
Like it's
know.
a shirt that you love.
I know. What are you going to do? But anyway, yeah, Lucharillas, they got shirts, so I need to go buy a shirt from Lucharillas. So
You still don't have Lucharillas shirts?
well, I'm waiting for my Nerding 10 discount that you're supposed to be working on.
Oh,
But
yeah.
instead, you're going to wrestling shows.
That were paid for by Lucharillas.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
make it happen.
Exactly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about our schedule. On Mondays, we've got game streams from 8 to 12. At the moment, I am playing Hogwarts Legacy because before I was playing Atomic Heart, but Atomic Heart just got super complicated and the save points are really weird. And if you lose at a point, it like restarts you all over the place. And
Hogwarts won't let you name your character Purvis.
Okay, Hogwarts will not let me name the character Purvis.
That's
nor
just
would-
wrong.
Yeah.
That's an actual English name.
Yeah, but it was because pervy. So, but playing Hogwarts Legacy, guys. Oh, look at the adorableness of the children on the screen. Tuesdays, the download, the show you're watching right now from 6:30 to 8:30.
Distance Nerding. Hi, Philippe.
Hey. And then Thursdays, the build from 6 to 8 p.m. Now, guys, this Thursday, our guest on the show is the producer and director, of the movie Paper Tigers. It is a certified fresh movie. If you have not watched it, you need to go watch it. I was just informed it's no longer on Netflix, but it is on Amazon Prime. So go watch it on Amazon Prime. Great movie.
Is it on Netflix still? No.
No, that's what they were saying. Is it's
Okay.
not Netflix anymore? It's on Amazon Prime though.
Good movie.
I saw
It's
it on
fun.
Amazon. I saw that it was there. I need to watch it though.
Yeah. Graveyard. Have you watched it yet?
On all my meetings tomorrow, I'm going to watch it in the meantime.
Yeah, you definitely need to watch it, man. Especially considering that we're interviewing them, so it'd be nice to be able to speak to the movie, right? But I mean, great movie. I am a huge fan of it. We're going to be talking about Tran, who is the director of the movie, as well as Alan Duong. Who else was on the production team?
Let me know when you're done with Paper Tigers, because I have some breaking news.
Oh, you got breaking news?
Mm-hmm.
But Alan Duong, Daniel Gildark, and Michael Velasquez.
Awesome.
Cool.
4 of them are going to be on. We're going to be talking to them. They've actually got really cool careers. I was looking into their stuff and everything. They've worked on a lot of pretty cool films and everything like that. So, guys, definitely come and hang out with us on Thursday to check that show out. Remember, set your reminders. Come and hang out with us on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed to us on YouTube and you're watching us right now, then how? Right? Same thing. Follow us on Twitch. all at Distance Nerding. If you're listening to the episodes right now, if you're listening to the show and you want to get in on that stuff, again, guys, come and check us out at Distance Nerding. James, what breaking news you got?
Well, on a future build episode, I have a guest lined up for you.
Do you?
Yeah. Courtesy of Rocketown Comic-Con, he will be at Rocketown Comic-Con, but Jason Page, the singer for the Pokemon theme song.
No shit.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, that's awesome, dude.
Shout out to our boy Rob Kaiser, who set that up. He just messaged me as we were recording. He's like, "Hey, can you talk him record?" He's like, "Say this." It's like, "Hey, I just secured Jason Page for your show, and he's gonna come on and maybe we'll sing some Pokemon."
Do me a favor
catch 'em all.
and have him get me an email address. Same thing with I forgot who else that he was trying to have us interview. Andy from
John Morris.
John Morris. I messaged John Morris and he hasn't responded yet. Ask him if he has an email address that I can give.
Cool.
I'll screen stuff.
We'll
But,
do.
I mean, those are fun interviews. I can't wait to talk to both of them. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Dude, the guy who sang the Pokemon theme
Yeah.
song, like that's awesome. I want to be the very best.
I know, that's awesome.
No one ever was. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's enough for me. Guys, that is it from us. It is time for us to talk pluggables. I need you guys to put yourselves over. Give me your pluggables. Let's get it going. Graveyard. Hold on. Before I have you do that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it this way.
They mostly
Pod.
at night. Mostly.
Yes. So I am Graveyard, co-host of the Mostly Pod at Night, Mostly podcast. You can see our newest episode dropping in 18 minutes now. You can find us anywhere you get your podcast, Amazon, Stitcher, all that stuff, Apple Podcast. On top of that, you can find me at Kyber K Productions on most shows, Monday, Thursday, and Fridays at this point in time. Soon, more coming.
With the ever expanding, growing beard. If you guys haven't checked out that video, you need to see it. Bray Girl, put yourself over. Give us your pluggables.
Hi, I'm Frey Girl. You can catch me here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on Kyber Cave whenever they're on. I don't really do a lot of the gaming shows. I'm trying to change that, so hopefully I'll be on those a little bit more. And then Monday through Friday, I am a mod in the chat for the Break Room by New Rockstars. It is on at 3 Pacific Standard Time. Yes, James, I remembered. And and you can find me there. I'm also in their Discord as well, and you can find that. Just go to Discord and put in New Rockstars. It should actually give you. It's a public server, so you should be able to find it pretty easily. Yeah, so you can come and talk to us about nerd stuff there. I do have my own channel, and it really just has corgi stuff on it right now because it's really easy to film my dogs. Yeah, and people really like it. So they love my corgis. And so, yeah, I've got that on there. But I'm trying to do some new things. So, yeah, you can find me where I'm on Twitter as Frey Girl, on Insta and TikTok as Gotham Oracle. On TikTok, it's Gotham.Oracle. On Insta, it is Gotham_Oracle. And you can find me there as well if you want to know about me.
Yay!
You're also a mod at the Kyber K Productions. Discord
Oh,
as well.
yeah, I guess I am. I'm a mod there. I don't know how well I do on that, but I am a mod there. And you can find that on Discord as well. So
There we go. Speaking of Discord, ladies and gentlemen, you know who we are. Myself and Jamez 5000 and Fours, who had to leave us a little early today. But you know where you can find us, guys. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Discord. Again, we were mentioning it earlier. Our OnlyFans is just pictures of Agent AA's feet in mandals. Outside of that, guys, you know us at Distance Nerding everywhere that you can find social medias.
and that's us.
That's it. I like it.
That's James's line.
Oh, have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post, or on Instagram at Distance Nerding.
Now, guys, we say it every week. We tell you all the time. Buy us a taco. You can join the taco party. Everybody head over to distancenerding.com. In that top left-hand corner on this side of the screen right here, top left-hand corner, there is a button that you can press. And it says, buy us a taco. You can buy us a taco. Join the taco party. And that just brings you more cool stuff, more awesome production stuff, I guess, and all that. And, of course, remember, send us an email at distancenerding@AOL.com. We will read it on air the same way that we read Graveyards. The dist antsnerding@AOL.com. Make sure you get that in. We will read your email on the show. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thanks, and keep nerding together.
All right. Looks like our dance party is going to be twins in Stormtrooper helmets.
The Empire showed up.
The Empire just showed up. So let's
With
get
their
this.
Move along.
Earbuds.
Exactly.
Move along.
So let's get this going. Oh God.
Distance nerding.
Oh, that is. You got the armor. Oh, that's sick.
Signed by Emily Swallow.
What? I love Emily Swallow.
See everybody on Thursday.